Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Costanza, a podcast about something. I am your host, Joe Costanza, not to be confused with George Costanza from Seinfeld. This is episode 20.
Wait, really? You're not George?
Nope, not at all. Not even a little bit.
Fuck. Damn, my whole life is a lie.
One's got hair, one doesn't. So,
Damn, B, why you coming for the scalp?
So today is a special episode because, like I said, every 10 episodes I'm going to be doing a live stream of the pod. The last time we did this was with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. The tier list, I think it's my most no, actually it's the Game of Thrones one, fuck. At the time it was my most popular one, but now you may hear Mario Kart music in the background. I actually want to hear from somebody in the audience whether they could hear the music or not and hear everybody else. But yeah, we're here, and in this episode we're going to be ranking all of the X-Men movies that you see in this bottom corner right here. Technically all the Fox movies because half of them are in X-Men, but still in this area we're just going to be ranking them, just discussing our thoughts. It'll be a combined tier list, kind of like our Mario Kart one. So let's go ahead and do this. And I will introduce everybody here. So we got Jake from State Farm. Everybody knows and tolerates him.
Yep.
So
hello,
introduce
everyone.
yourself.
What's up? What's good, y'all?
His first time on a live stream as well, apparently.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least for these podcasts.
Oh yeah, that's true. You did appear in other stuff.
Yeah.
In the background.
In the background. And Iceberg Mike as
I was
well.
there in spirit.
Hello.
And Jay Gooden, who's also here.
What's up? What's good? What's good, everybody? Hey, everybody.
So, as always, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that shit. Let us know your thoughts about where we place these. Where would you rank them? Any of that shit. So, get some popcorn, grab a snack, grab a drink, get your special sock out, all that shit. Let's get started.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo, get that Remy Martin on deck, dog, with the ice.
Alright, so first movie up is... I have no clue what's going on and about to happen when I'm doing my job. So, hey Tasha, how you doing?
So,
Welcome.
before you start, full disclosure, I don't remember a lot of these movies. I think I've seen all of them except the Wolverine. But
Yeah.
I had to watch a retrospective. I'm like, wait, they did make that. Wow.
Yeah.
But I'll try my best from memory to help y'all with the rankings.
Yeah.
I saw them kind of recently, so.
I'll see you recently.
Okay. What's with them innuendos, my brother? You need to chill, dog.
I'm gonna see you too.
I don't want you seeing me, dog. Nah. Not like that,
Pulling
dog.
up.
Don't do it.
Pulling up.
Can you guys see the stream that I have up?
Oh yeah, I do. I
Yeah,
actually did.
I got this stream up, yeah.
Believe it or not, I actually did see Apocalypse. I do
Oh,
remember Apocalypse.
really?
That was the
when
one.
we
That
when we
one
get
in,
to Apocalypse.
So you missed Days of Future
Yeah.
Past. That's the only one you missed?
Yeah, that's the one I missed. That's the one I missed.
You missed one of the
But,
best
yeah.
ones.
You might have missed one of the best ones.
You
Yeah,
probably
that's
were
not
very
great.
confused for Apocalypse.
I definitely watched Apocalypse. So I just had to. I remember everything. But yeah, definitely remember that movie.
Yeah.
So that was like what 80s communist era. Scott Summers, and then he revealed his mutant powers, and then that's when they got the new X-Men crew.
Yeah.
And then they had to fight the ancient Egyptian mutant. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to that. But
Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
as always, spoilers for these movies. You should have seen them by now.
You have been warned.
Yep. So let's start off with the one that started it all. X-Men from 2000. No, yeah. So what'd you guys think of it? I guess starting with Berg.
All right, so again, most of these movies are not fresh in my memory, but I don't remember hating X1. I feel like it was, especially for the time, because a lot of these movies, I think all of them, well, not all of them, but most of these movies predate the MCU. And
Yep.
before the MCU, you had to pray to like 10 gods to have a half decent superhero movie. A lot of the old school superhero movies were trash if your name wasn't Batman or Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
Yeah.
so the
Super,
fact that
super.
we had a decent X-Men movie was pretty fucking good. Even though I don't like the line, what do you expect? Yellow spandex?
I
I'm like,
fucking
you son
hate
of a
that.
bitch.
I hate that line so much.
I know.
Yeah.
So when X-Men 97 came out and flipped that shit, what did you expect?
What do you
Black
expect?
leather?
Black leather?
I was like,
let's
yes, let's
I-
fucking go.
Like,
Let's
cheers
go.
to that,
Let's
Cyclops. Cheers to that.
Yeah, yeah. Cyclops is a G now, dog. He forever holds my respect. Dog,
Not in this
for real.
movie.
Like-
He's a fucking punching bag in this movie.
Yeah,
Punching
like
bag in all the movies. He just-
like the dichotomy, because in
Hey,
X-Men
Lemon.
97, Scott is so cool in that
I
show.
know, he's awesome.
And
Yeah.
then you look at the early X-Men shit, and you're just like, wow, Scott kind of sucks. If this was your only reference for X-Men, you'd not like Cyclops as a character. And it's very unfortunate because he's actually pretty fucking cool.
Exactly.
Yeah, I thought he was really cool in '97, but in the
Oh, yeah,
movies,
No.
they really, in the movies, they really did like they didn't do him justice at all. And then his treatment in the third one.
they were too busy glazing Wolverine.
Speaking of Wolverine, what do you guys think of Hugh Jackman overall as Wolverine and his performance in here?
I didn't get to discuss my views on the whole movie yet, but
Oh yeah.
I did like his performance in X-Men. I know like it's not as good as the other movies, but you know it's the first one, so you can't really complain all that much. And it was from 2000. But I think he did a really good job, because if he didn't, then they wouldn't have casted him again for Wolverine.
That is true.
In the movie itself, I think it's pretty decent. It's not the best, but it's definitely by far not the worst.
Yeah.
We will
get to the worst.
It's pretty good. When I first saw the movie like
What is
years ago, I think I was like much younger. I didn't like the movie at all. But my second time watching it, when I was gonna binge the series, I'm like, wow, this is actually kind of good. I don't know why I hated it last time.
Yeah. I mean, before I explain my thoughts, Jay Gooden, what did you think of the first movie?
I think it was good. It's pretty much with the same deal with the fact that it was completely different with X-Men I was used to seeing. It was just like the whole Black Hispanics, and like the transition with like a more realistic approach on the mutants instead of what I was already used to. Because let's be honest, like we all, when thinking X-Men before this movie or right before this movie, we were always thinking about the Fox Kids X-Men, and I thought that's exactly what I was gonna go get. It was kind of like that era where it's like, all right, I'm already used to like the gimmicky superhero movies like Batman and Robin, which is a horrible movie, but
Yo,
and
get your bad credit card.
Batman Returns and all that stuff. I was just like slightly
Forever.
before Spider-Man 1. Tobey Maguire's first film, but
Yeah.
I was expecting that. So I was kind of expecting like a little more of a cheeky but like action-packed approach, but it kind of delivered. I wasn't really mad about it when I first saw it. So I was so young, so mind you, but I still enjoyed the heck out of it. So,
Fair. As for me, I mean, it's good. I don't really have much else to say. It's just it's kind of like the Snow White of X-Men movies or superhero movies in general, where it's so cliched that you can't really fault it because it's got like all the stuff. Like it's very predictable. Magneto's kind of a cliche villain, although I do love Sir Ian McKellen as Magneto. I think he's great, but it's just it's like Iron Man if it was like made in the early 2000s, which it almost was, but it was like in the late 2000s.
Yeah, 2008. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have to say, I actually did like Magneto in the first movie.
He was good.
I actually
Yeah.
liked that his plan wasn't like a typical villain plan to like take over the world. It was like, I just want tolerance, man.
Yeah.
Like his plan wasn't even to kill the humans in the first one. It was just to turn the leaders into mutants.
Yeah.
To make them. He didn't even know that his machine killed people. It's like he didn't even believe them when they told him. So.
Yeah.
I'm the master of magnetism.
I do like, and Patrick Stewart is great as Charles Xavier. I think he does a great job throughout the series. In here, he's really great. And I also really enjoyed. I guess he was a Nito villain. Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Fun fact. Yeah, I just want to say one thing. Fun fact. Patrick Stewart, he was actually perfect for the role when he first got into Professor X, Xavier. So, like, same height measurements, same facial appearances, everything. Same facial sculpting. He was literally perfect for the role.
Yeah.
That was a perfect cast.
Yeah.
I mean, Jackman's awesome as usual. Expect to hear that a lot. The yellow spandex line pisses me the fuck off, and I think he should have gotten it in this first movie, but whatever.
They all should have gotten those costumes.
Exactly, but Bryan Singer decided
Think
to
how
be a
cool!
dick.
Think how cool that would have looked.
That would have been dope. Anyways,
That would have been so cool looking.
Toad's pretty cool.
No, they have to be black because the Master Matrix. Get with it, man.
I forgot Sabretooth's in this film. He's actually pretty fun.
Sabretooth was fun.
Yeah, he did come off as kind of a dumbass, though. He got his ass kicked like the whole fucking movie. Every scene that had Sabretooth, name one time where he won.
I mean, like,
except for that one-on-one with Wolverine in the beginning, but even then he got scared away by Cyclops, who sucks in those movies. So
exactly.
Yeah, you know you're bad when you lose an X-Men live action Cyclops.
Exactly, and
I know.
the line that pissed me off the most was obviously the yellow spandex, but the cringiest line in the film, I think, is what Storm said before she fried Toad.
Oh my god, I hated that.
What happens?
What happens?
You know what happens when Toad when struck by lightning?
Same thing that happens to everything else. What the fuck is that line?
When I heard that,
happens to everything else.
I was just like, at first I thought she was gonna say something clever, and then when she said the same thing that happens to everyone else, I'm like, wait.
No shit.
Well, yeah, that's typically what happens, but why'd you say that?
I'm not gonna hold you, especially after watching 97. Seeing Storm not have these like cool quotable lines really like sucks. It's like, bro, you had one job.
Yeah, like
have Storm be cool as fuck every time she appears on screen.
Storm in X-Men 97 is like, let the storms, let me feel the storms in the palm of my hand, or whatever the fuck. The live action Storm. Let me fry a toad.
Yeah, like she's like very poetic, and like she come across. They always call her like a goddess or some type of spin on that. And
Yeah.
she exudes that.
Gold.
In the
He's
live
right behind
action,
me.
it's like, what the she just stands there doing nothing most of the time. I'm like, come on, man.
Did you notice? And also, she got her ass kicked by Toad throughout like that
Oh,
fight
she did,
until
yeah.
she. I was actually watching the movie. I'm like, why aren't you using your powers?
Yeah.
And then he kicked her down the elevator shaft. I'm like, why aren't you using your powers? And then when she finally did, she screwed up the one-liner, and I'm like, I hate you.
Yeah, the writer for that scene was cooking, and that day, like, yo, I'm about to have Storm say some ill shit. Watch this shit. What happens when a toad gets struck by lightning? The same thing that happens to everyone else. They gonna love this line.
That's like Toby saying, "I missed the part where that's my problem" before he kills Green Goblin. Like, what the fuck?
Right.
Or see a chump or some shit like that.
See a chump.
See a chump. Stabs him.
No. As Green Goblin dies, it's like, want forgiveness? Get religion.
Why does I feel like the phone would say that shit? You want forgiveness, Spider-Man? Get religion!
Get religion! But, my mom totally heard that.
Oh shit, my bad.
I totally forgot about Rogue, who's like the whole reason why this film exists in the first place. She was okay. She's just there.
Rogue.
All right, so every time I see Rogue not depicted in her X-Men animated version, I'm just like, this is not Rogue.
I'm gonna say,
I get that.
Get this off my screen. This is not Rogue. Where's my Southern bombshell?
In the X-Men movie, all Rogue is just useless and a damsel in distress.
Yeah.
She gets kidnapped by Magneto in like the third act of the movie, and before that, she doesn't do anything besides like touch a couple people and then they die or something.
I didn't even know she had an accent until '97. I'm like, wait, she has an accent?
I didn't even notice the southern accent. I had to really pay attention. Like, oh, I see a hint of it.
Exactly. But
it takes me out the character every time. I'm like, nope, that ain't her.
Yeah.
If I put on headphones and turn up the volume to the max, I can hear it.
And there's also that Statue of Liberty fight at the end, which is the second best Statue of Liberty fight, right behind No Way Home. That was fun, you know. That
was a good fight.
So in terms of ranking,
we're gonna forgive the bad CG.
Yeah.
He cuts the thing.
Here's the thing. It was made in 2000, so you can't really critique it for that.
We're gonna forgive it, all right.
It was 1 year before Lord of the Rings, so I can't entirely forgive it. Although it is better than some of the shit that appears now. Have you seen The Flash?
A lot of the Lord of the Rings is practical. But
not Gollum.
And to be fair for X-Men, it was made in 2000 and that was considered good quality back then, I would assume, compared to 90s movies.
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, Jurassic Park.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways.
Well, yeah, but they use some,
in terms of
practical stuff in that.
In terms of ranking it, where would you put it? Like C, B, D?
In the C or B region.
I'd say B.
I could see it in B.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll say B.
All right.
It was either like C or B, so yeah, B.
Because it's like a middle of the road movie. We got movies that are better than that, and then we got movies that are worse than it.
Yeah.
No, way worse.
I hope this is X2 right here. So, let's hope this is actually the poster for X2. We'll go. I guess we'll go reverse. I'll start off. I think X2.
Is that the poster for X2?
I don't know. Looks like it. Just by process of elimination. Yeah, Cyclops is on the poster. It's definitely X2.
Okay.
I think this movie's really great. I've heard a lot of hype for this movie.
Yeah.
Just it's like the Spider-Man 2 of this. Like it was kind of like the cliche trilogy for superhero movies. Like Spider-Man 1 is great, 2 is better, and then 3 sucks ass. It's kind of the same with this, where the first one's solid, 2's even better, then 3 sucks ass, which we'll get to later. I gotta say, this is definitely one of the better X-Men movies for sure. I love what they did with Wolverine.
Yeah.
I liked the attack on the X-Mansion. Charles was wasted in a clever way. Magneto was fun.
Yeah, the attack on the X-Mansion was good.
It was cool that we got Stryker in there. I got no real complaints with the movie. I think it's fun.
I gotta say, out of all the appearances of Stryker, that one's my favorite.
Yeah, for sure.
And I do gotta say, I actually like X2 better than the first one. And
for sure.
I mean, Cyclops was wasted a little bit in that movie. You'll notice that there is a moment where like he kind of disappears. But
yeah, they don't like Cyclops for some reason.
But I think the actor was working on something else at the time. I don't know, or maybe they just hated him. Like laser eyes, that sucks. Let's focus
what
on
was
the
he
claw
working
man.
on? Sonic the Hedgehog? Like, there's nothing back then.
Yeah, for real.
Shit, Sonic would have been a better movie with him in it, probably.
Probably.
With Cyclops?
Bro, I can't stand the humans in the Sonic movie, bro.
Yeah.
What if
you
I-
talking about James Marsden?
Yeah,
James Marsden.
he's in the movie.
Yeah. He's in the movies. Yeah, isn't it?
Oh, wait, it's the same guy?
Yeah, it's the same guy.
Yeah, it's the same guy, James
that's
Marsden.
Cyclops.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, it's literally the same guy, dog. Yeah.
That was the joke.
Oh,
It went into.
yeah, that went over my head, bro.
You didn't recognize that?
I didn't recognize him. Bro,
Oh, yeah.
besides Robotnik and maybe his character, all the other humans pissed me the fuck off. I'm like, why are you here? Like, I get why James's character was there, because like someone has to meet Sonic since y'all doing this isekai shit where he's coming from his world to our world. I get that part, but the family pisses me off. They piss me off even more in Sonic 2. I'm like, yo, why is there more of this?
I don't know.
This was not the best part of the first movie.
We haven't
like,
seen
why?
Sonic 2, though.
Yeah,
so-
the whole second part of the movie was like all humans and that freaking wedding. In Sonic 2. That was crazy.
Bro, like the best parts of the Sonic movie was him bonding with the dude.
All right.
Yeah.
But,
We were not told. Yeah. Let me
getting back on to.
This is not the Sonic episode. We'll get to that another time.
We'll get that next episode actually. But Jake, what do you have any more thoughts on X2?
So I was gonna say I do like Stryker, like you said. I thought he was a good villain. Interesting about how he had a personal reason to hate mutants because of what happened to his son and his wife. Like his son killed his wife in the movie. And yeah, like they did kind of waste Charles, but in a clever way, like you said. And that their plan to actually use him to wipe out all the mutants was pretty smart, actually. Like the only person who could actually kill them all instantaneously would be Charles, so makes sense. And yeah, but in Magneto, like it's cool how they got to like team up with him, because if you really look at his actions in the first one, he wanted to protect mutants, and in the second one you really see that he's like, I'm gonna work with you guys even though you're my enemies to protect mutants. But then this is a movie where he eventually changes his plan and was like, you know what, I'm gonna try to kill humans as well. Fuck my old plan, I'm gonna kill everyone.
Yeah.
And I did notice this because I knew about Logan and Stryker yelling at Wolverine like, someone will finish what I started one day, and someone did finish what he started in Logan and wiped out all the mutants.
That is
right. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, go ahead.
Didn't they say it was Stryker's son who did that?
Yeah,
like,
it was his
the
son.
doctor. So apparently he had 2 kids, but they only mentioned one in X2.
Well, I mean, the timeline reset, so we don't know. That could have changed.
Yeah,
there's a lot of continuity errors.
He'd still have the same amount of children in both timelines. At one point, they were the same timeline before they branched off, so
I guess
he
I
would
don't
still
know.
have the same number of kids. Just, yeah.
Jake Gooden, what'd you think of it?
Honestly, I always remember this movie as like when Nightcrawler like attacks like the White House.
Yeah,
That was,
Nightcrawler.
Yo, bro, I wanted to bring that up. Thank you.
that was one of the best scenes in that movie, dog. Like,
I miss Nightcrawler.
How did I forget about Nightcrawler?
Why? Why didn't
Because
they
the
have
movie
him
forgot about Nightcrawler. That's why.
Well, why didn't they have him in the other movies? He was great in X2. I loved it.
I heard
It's
the
like-
actor hated it. I don't know if that's true or not, but he might have hated it.
He was like, I'm good to like that. Like, fun.
Yo,
It's so lovable.
I gotta do a quick tangent. Why the fuck do actors and actresses hate fucking superhero movies? Or maybe not hate it, but they don't want to like do it for a long period of time. Like that's an
Probably because
easy bag.
Sometimes I think it's because they think that superhero movies don't have a story or something, or aren't as sophisticated as
Motherfucker, they're
their
being
movies.
adapted from a story. What?
Or it's
Wait,
just,
listen, that's not. I'm saying that's what I think they think.
or it's just hard
Not-
to act
not
when
what I
there's like
think.
fucking tennis balls on sticks and green screens everywhere. So
Yeah,
I can't blame them on that.
Bro,
Wait, was it-
if that's a reason, if they don't knock it the fuck off, bro,
wait.
that's an easy bag, bro.
Did they have green screen back then, or was it still blue screen?
I don't. It might have been blue
There's
screen.
a certain point.
I know No Way
They
Home
changed
used
that at
blue
one
screen, but I don't know if.
You can use either or. It's probably easier with green though.
Because there was a time where they only had blue.
And then they also I think they have to use both interchangeably because if there's a character like let's say the Hulk for instance that's green, you ain't using a green screen.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be surprised if they did. Yeah.
William Stryker was a freaking menace in this film. Like he tried to like brainwash freaking Xavier and make them like kill like all the other mutants on the planet and with the Cerebro and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Berg,
Freaking menace, dog.
what about you?
Yeah.
What did you think of this
Who,
movie?
me?
Berg.
Oh, Burger me.
I mean, I pretty much hit everything that I can remember. The Nightcrawler scene was so good, bro. I'm like, y'all needed more of this.
Yeah.
Wolverine's always cool, but I don't know. I just feel like the movies are less about the X-Men and more about Wolverine a lot of the time, and I kind of hate that. Like, I wish the other X-Men would get shine, which is why the Nightcrawler shit was so cool. It was like, all right, cool, finally, someone else gets some shine in this shit.
Yeah. And also, I forgot to mention this. I did like how they explained Wolverine's origin story in X2 much better than how they did it in Origins. I actually noticed there were so many continuity errors between those two movies.
Yeah,
that's how Origins. I'm like, wait, where's the scene where his hands were bleeding and he was screaming and stuff? Like that makes sense. like, where was that?
Yeah.
And I think Alkali Lake was like a waterfall or something, and like he jumped down a waterfall in the fourth one. I'm like, the fuck?
We completely forgot about Jean. So.
Oh yeah, Jean.
She drowns herself apparently. Like she saves the ship from getting flooded, and she kind of does like a fucking spoiler.
She activates the Phoenix.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean that was a pretty dope scene, to be fair. I'm not a fan of the Black Widow type hair that she has. I don't know. I just don't like it short.
But I forgot to mention about her in the first one. She kind of blended in with the background. She was kind of just like they had a little bit of like Logan and Scott fighting over her a little bit, but it wasn't all that significant in the first one. In the second one, they kind of touched up on it a little bit more and showed how deeply she actually cared about Scott and not Wolverine.
Yeah.
And then she dies with dies and like activates like the Phoenix because like throughout the movie she was saying about how her powers are all weird and stuff, and like there were a couple moments where her eyes are like kind of glowing and stuff, and oddly enough, it felt like she could control it in the second one, and then in the third one, they're like, "Nah, let's ditch that." So that was a little bit weird. And at the end of the movie, when she was like in the water or something, I thought I saw like wings or something.
You did.
And then it wasn't in the third one. I'm like, where's her wings?
I don't fucking know. They clipped them off.
She swam through the water so fast they fell off.
Yeah.
Unless if there's anything else, where would you rank it?
This also goes in I would say probably like the A column in my opinion.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I think Edge column, but yeah,
Put in
that the ending and the beginning with Nightcrawler just like completely sells it, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unlike Mario Kart, where it was just fucking crowded, I think it's like probably one tier is gonna have none of them. So,
I mean, you had to rank like 96 courses. Like,
yeah, that's fair.
of course, that's gonna be bloat.
Exactly. All right, who wants to take the first shot at this shitty ass movie, X-Men: The Last Stand?
Oh God.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta afford that one.
So yeah, I do agree with A tier for X2 and B tier for X1, but if any of you guys put The Last Stand in A or B tier, I am not being friends with you anymore.
No.
Damn, bro. Yo, talk about it.
Trust me, they hate the movie too. I can
Talk
tell.
about it.
Or Origins, if you put that, and if you guys put it in the S tier just to spite me because I said A or B, like, no.
I mean, I don't know how they did it twice, but we'll talk about the second time later. They fucked up Dark Phoenix in this shit.
They can never do Dark Phoenix right.
Bro, it's like a curse. Like, they can't do it.
It's like Fantastic Four. Like, it's a fucking curse.
Like, if you think about it, it's a really cool concept, Dark Phoenix, and I
really is.
And I think during the time of the comics, people really liked it. But then the movies, for some reason, they just can't figure out how to make it good.
Yeah.
It is so insane. You watch the old X-Men animation and they kill it. They do it justice. Live action, for some reason, it eludes them. It's like we can't get it done. It's like
They can't control it.
we can't control the narrative. It's shit the bed. Help us, Disney. Yeah, I don't get it. And then probably one of the dumbest scenes in the movie is freaking Magneto moving the Golden Gate Bridge. Got his fucking hand up, I'm moving it, mate. Oh, get the fuck out of my face, bro. The movie is fucking trash. I'm glad I don't remember a lot.
The movie. Okay, I'm gonna say a lot about this movie. So.
Oh wait! Oh, this is oh yeah. You're right. Well, I think I remember. This the one that Mystique. This is the one that Mystique loses her powers.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna say one more thing before you go, Jake. There's a parody online for X-Men called the Juggernaut Bitch. I don't know if people are aware of it. It's hilarious. And unfortunately, these motherfuckers caught wind of it. And Juggernaut is in this movie.
Yeah.
And they try. First of all, they did it with the wrong character because I think they did it with Kitty Pryde instead of Jubilee. But they tried to do the joke where it's like, "Oh, the Juggernaut, bitch!" It doesn't work. It falls flat on its face. It was when they did it in the parody. It was funny because it like the writing, everything led up to him saying that shit. And it wasn't just like a cliche line. Here they're just like, oh, we got to check this checkbox off. People on the internet think this is funny. We need to put it in the movie. And they do it, and I'm just like, motherfuckers, bro. Y'all don't understand why this is funny.
You don't get the joke.
You don't get the joke, and you're just making it whack. And you're making Juggernaut look whack. What? He's supposed to have a brown.
He looked like an alien.
Why does he look like like he just like pulled up to like some Greek storehouse and took a helmet off of one of the soldiers or something? Like he looks horrible.
And his first words in this movie, no joke, is, "Can you get me out of here? I gotta pee." What the fuck?
Like what? Like Juggernaut's supposed to be intimidating. When he pulls up, like, oh shit, Juggernaut's here. I'm looking at him like it's trash. But,
I liked him in Deadpool too. I thought that
That's
Deadpool
Juggernaut.
2,
Yeah.
that's the real
Yeah.
Juggernaut.
Yeah.
That one was intimidating. I'm like, oh shit.
This dude looks like Lou Ferrigno's Hulk. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, word.
He's a fucking bodybuilder in this movie. He's not some gigantic beast. It's Lou Ferrigno. It's... Oh my god.
I know. So I'm gonna talk about why this movie sucks. So first of all,
Jake, you can
there
hop
are
into-
multiple storylines across this movie. If they focused purely in the Dark Phoenix storyline, they maybe could have done it a little bit better. But then they're like, let's throw in the Kier stuff into there, and let's also throw in like, what's his name, Angel, or whatever his name is,
Archangel.
Archangel.
Yeah, the Archangel, the guy with the wings. Let's throw him into the movie and make his, his storyline completely uninteresting. And yeah, he's in the movie. And I kind of thought Magneto was kind of an idiot in the third act. Like, he literally has all of his like henchmen run into the line of fire and was just like, that's why you make the pawns go first. I'm like, you idiot. Like, you can send your other mutants to use their powers to prevent that from happening. And he brought the Phoenix there for her to do fucking nothing except stand there and look pretty. So why did you bring her? I thought the whole reason that you were doing this is that, oh, I don't want to shed any mutant blood, and here you are, like, everyone run into the line of fire. This is a great idea.
I don't know if you heard that there's a rumor that she can't control it.
I mean, but in the movie, like, she was like embracing the Phoenix personality, and at least that personality could control it. But like, why did he bring her along if she wasn't gonna do anything? Like, the storyline was all over the place. I just there's so much wrong with this movie. I can't even, like, so they kill off Charles, and then they're like, no, he's not actually dead, but then credit scene, so it makes that scene
he's only partially dead.
So it makes that scene completely like insignificant, his death, so it doesn't matter at all. They cure Magneto only for the end of the movie to show him with the chess piece. So the whole cure storyline didn't matter, you're telling me? Why did you put it in the movie? Like, it's just so bad. I can't.
I think this trilogy suffers from lack of or poor planning, because real talk, if you knew you were gonna end with Dark Phoenix, you could have easily set up the whole Scott, Wolverine, Jean love triangle from the first movie, so that it would be more poetic in this last movie for him to kill her.
They tried to do that in the first one, but it just didn't work. And then they just, like, they killed Scott off screen, which I hated. I'm like, I was hoping, like, hey, he's been getting the short end of the stick. How about let's show some of his coolness? And they're like, no, let's kill him. And you're not even gonna see it. Versus Charles, who doesn't actually die, you do see that. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying, that the shit was poorly planned, because instead of like having more screen time of that relationship, you just write fucking Cyclops out the damn movie. Like, bro, like, he's integral to this shit. Like,
and another thing that I found fucking like so hilarious was that Wolverine throughout the movie was like, no, Jean's still in there, I can save her. And then when he's face to face, he's like, you know what, fuck it, let's stab her. Like, he completely changed on a whim.
Fuck it.
He completely changed on a whim. Like, Jean, I know you're still in there, I can save you. Which I think they did do that in the comics. They saved her, but instead he was just like, what?
Go fuck yourself.
God, I'm looking at you. I kind of want to stab you right now.
I got the burning herbs just stab you right now. I'm gonna do that.
And then he quickly gets over it. He's like, no. And then, like, the next day, he's like, wow, what a beautiful day outside. Like, he doesn't give a shit after. And then only in the Wolverine do you actually see him grieving, which is one of the reasons I like that movie. But like now, whenever I just see that scene where he stabs Jean, I just kind of laugh. I'm like, oh, he just suddenly just decided to want to kill her.
Yeah, he just suddenly
I
said,
love you.
He just said, "I want to stick something inside of you, but it's not what you think."
Oh.
Oh shoot! I stuck the wrong thing in.
Are we PG or we are? What we
No,
doing?
we're hard. We're Logan R.
What are we doing?
Shoot!
Jean's alright, but come
We'll
on.
make Deadpool and Wolverine look like a kids movie.
Right.
He said,
Close the
I
fucking
actually,
door.
I actually know someone from my work who actually took her kids to see that Deadpool and Wolverine.
Of course, there's always that one person.
I mean, they kind of warned you.
Exactly.
Remember
It's gonna be a violent movie.
I think in the first Deadpool, like parents are actually pissed when they took their kids to watch it, and they're like, "Dude, it was R-rated."
This is why you watch the trailers.
This is why you look at the rating. You don't just think, "Oh, look, I'm a superhero. Let's watch this movie with our kids." I'm like, you don't know what it could be.
Daniel says this film went through a lot of rewrites. Is that true? Because no wonder why it's so dog shit.
That sounds accurate if that's the case.
Yeah.
Oh, this movie went through rewrite?
The Last Stand, yeah.
Different.
Oh my god. They
all
could
those different plot points on some Batman v Superman shit, yeah. Sounds like a lot of rewrite.
I absolutely hate how they handled half of these characters. Like, I don't know if Colossus is in the film, but I didn't like his look there.
I think he is in the film.
Juggernaut was
he's in the second one, and he was in the second one and third one. Yeah.
Oh,
and Juggernaut was a bitch, yeah.
Yeah. Like I said,
he was briefly in the second one.
Yeah.
It wasn't the Juggernaut bitch. The Juggernaut is a bitch.
it's Lou Ferrigno's Hulk.
Juggernaut.
I'm the bitch, Juggernaut.
Y'all know that Juggernaut's not really a mutant, right? He's a mystic.
It's Lou Ferrigno without the makeup. That's basically X-Men: The Last Stand's Juggernaut.
Jugs gotcha.
So yeah, F tier, D tier. Any of these?
You got like a Z tier. Get that shit the fuck out.
Yeah,
but it ain't the worst movie, but it's close.
Yeah.
I'll probably put like D tier. It's not like the worst.
Yeah,
film,
so
but,
I would say I would put an F if there weren't worse movies than that. Which when I watched the movie, I was like, it can't get much. When I watched the movie, I'm like, it can't get much worse than this.
I can accept D for that. Yeah, there's some worse movies.
I will say, despite this movie being a pile of dog shit, there are two scenes that I liked, and only two scenes: the opening fight and Wolverine's line, "Grow those back." When he kicks the guy in the neck.
And also, the opening fight wasn't even real. It was part of that training room.
Oh, the danger room? Yeah.
Yeah, the danger room.
Oh, that was pretty cool. Also, they killed Cyclops off screen. F tier. Fuck this movie.
Hell yeah, fuck that movie, bro.
You ever notice how Trask is in this movie and he was black, and then in Days of Future Past he's like Tyrion Lannister?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And also, in the end credit scene, I think it was Moira, like McTaggart or something. That was supposed to be her character in The Last Stand, and then they changed it in First Class to make her a CIA agent. She was that nurse that appeared in the end credits scene.
Yeah. Okay, so X-Men Origins Wolverine. You thought this was bad. This is fucking worse. I want to take the floor because holy shit, do I hate this movie.
F.
Oh yeah, no.
You should.
We don't even need to.
Okay.
Yeah, it's F.
Yeah. Listen, you need to create a new tier that says like Z. You need make the Origins tier like that's its own. It's so bad.
You know a movie is bad when you're making a tier list. You're like, yo, we gotta make a new tier because that's how ass this put it.
What did they do to my man Deadpool? What did they do to Gambit?
Look with no mouth. Yo, that is so accurate. That is so accurate.
The Merc
Fuck
with no
you
mouth.
for making Deadpool not have a mouth. That was such bullshit. God, I hated that.
I know.
That's probably the worst thing you could do to Deadpool. Not
Yeah.
give him a mouth.
To any like,
Nah, yeah.
like, it's already bad enough Wolverine doesn't have yellow spandex. He wears a fucking wife beater. That's his costume. But Deadpool not having a
The whole
mouth.
movie he did. Almost the whole movie.
I mean, a white wife beater is better than black spandex.
Black leather.
I prefer the black leather.
Yeah. At least that looks like something resembling a super
They
suit.
want to make Hugh Jackman
Whoa.
half naked in all these movies. He's butt naked in here.
Yeah, you got the guy show the abs, man.
Oh my
Workout for him.
god. It just reminded me, like, the horrible CGI.
Yeah,
That's
make the lady swoon with the 2D claws and the chiseled abs, man.
I swear, there was one shot of Wolverine naked that I swear to God was CGI.
Maybe.
Right.
Maybe, I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie. When they showed his abs, spoilers for Deadpool and Wolverine, that shit looked like CG angle.
No,
Oh, like,
Yeah, for real. Facts.
like it's probably real,
it is real.
but the
It
way
is
the
real.
angle that shit looked like CG.
I
Yeah,
did
bro.
think it was CGI at first, but then I did see a picture. Those are real abs, actually.
No, I'm sure he worked out, did whatever he had to do to get that. But like
I think
the
it
whole time he didn't show it,
Yeah.
so it's showing up out of nowhere and the glistening on it, like, bro.
I think it's I think it was just how it looked more than anything, because like Deadpool is kind of a colorful film. I think it's Daniel says it's real, so it was probably real. But in here, I wish this movie was fake. God, like they were hyping up Deadpool like, oh, he's gonna be the final boss, and then it turns out like he can't even speak in the damn movie, and then Sabretooth
He
comes
was
in.
the final boss.
Yeah, Sabretooth comes in through like half the damn fight. It's like, nobody kills you but me. Who, by the way, I actually liked him as Sabretooth. He was actually pretty cool. But god damn, I hated just this whole movie is just god awful.
I do admit this Sabretooth was good. If he was in another movie, it would have been probably a little bit better. But I heard Ryan Reynolds actually hated this Deadpool and like told the director like, hey, if you do this, the fans are gonna not like you. And the guy's like, okay, and then change it.
Exactly.
The fans ain't gonna like me. Okay, cool. Run
He's
the
like,
next pick.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
Yeah,
He's like, why am I
exactly.
losing all this money?
Why isn't Fox calling me back?
Give me rent.
Wait, what's this? You're fired for what?
I
I'm
did
not
a hell of a job.
all right. So real talk. What do you think about Sabretooth in Origins? Real talk.
I thought he was
Was
good.
he a bit? I thought he was good too. I thought he
Yeah.
was good. I'm not gonna hold you.
I think he was better
Like
than
he was cunning. He was witty. He was a big threat.
Yeah.
Like
He's-
he literally proved.
he's
I
what,
liked him better than the first X-Men.
yeah, he's what
when he was
Sabretooth
younger.
should have
Definitely.
been in X-Men 1, because in X1 he didn't really speak at all, and he was just kind of more like a hulking creature than anything, and here he's just like, he had personality, and he was brothers with
Right.
Wolverine, which I don't even know if that's actually true in the comics, but still.
No, it's not.
No, yeah, that's what I figured.
I don't know why they did that. They're like, he has claws. He has claws. No.
Yeah, I mean, I would give it. I mean, I know it's in the Merc of No Mouth tier, but like I would give it some points for that, because that literally like really was like the first outside media outside media material that like I finally understood like Sabretooth's personality and the reason why he was such a badass, but at the same time like a crevice to Logan's chip on his shoulder. Like he really did, like the actor really did soul Sabretooth, and I think that's like the best Sabretooth that I've seen in the movie.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
another thing,
So I would give points for that.
we'll get to this later with Logan, but I don't like, what the fuck's the point of the adamantium bullet? Like, what is the damage? Like, does it make people forget?
They made him lose.
Yeah.
They made him lose his memory.
I know, but like, it made him lose his memory. But when Laura shot X-24 straight in the head, half his shit blew off. Like, what the hell?
That's because X-24 is a weakling. You see he has trouble healing in the movie. They had to give him a shot to help him heal. They said he was a newborn.
Actually,
he's a pussy.
Yeah,
I'm guessing for Wolverine it acts like a lobotomy, and for X-24 it's like, since you're an inferior Wolverine, this will kill you.
That
because you see he got shot in the head with a shotgun, and then he was having trouble healing. And it was like, you're a newborn. Take some time.
Yeah, but
this Wolverine, the only thing that would affect him with an adamantium bullet. I mean, in Logan he was sick, so that was an exception. But a perfectly healthy Logan shot in the head with that, his brain should heal. It's just the memories wouldn't come back.
Yeah.
So that did make sense, but what didn't make sense is like literally the entire film.
Yeah. So, do you want me to move
cliches?
The Last Stand back up to D?
I think it's more fitting, dog. Like, I really feel like Origins.
Since you made a new tier, yeah, you can move it up.
Okay.
Yeah. I think because it's like The Last Stand was bad, but it wasn't like like New Mutants bad. You know what I mean?
That is true. We'll get to that.
We're gonna get to that. Oh my god, that was the worst film ever.
Are we gonna make a new tier for each bad movie?
Maybe. That's how bad this franchise is. But going back onto the good side of X-Men, First Class, which, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think First Class was good, honestly.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah, it was good. Like the introduction with the first mutants, like a callback to the original Stan Lee, Jack Kirby version of X-Men. Yeah, it was great, honestly. Like, set up the premise in 1960s, and the fact that they pretty much this is like X-Men, you know what I mean? Like, none of that pizzazz, none of that, all right, come over here, bub, mutant stuff. Like,
they actually
it was
have
like
yellow spandex.
Yeah, it was a great callback. It was a great callback to something awesome.
I really like the movie.
Yeah, I really did like this movie. Yeah, so this is probably like high up there.
Yeah, it saved the series.
Yeah, if this movie wasn't good, we probably wouldn't have had any of these other movies. So yeah, this was like the make or break for the whole franchise, and I'm happy that they kind of did justice to all these characters. Like, Xavier was great. I think Fassbender, I love Ian McKellen, like I said. I think he's better as Gandalf, but I think Fassbender is the perfect Magneto. Just his backstory, the way he handled the role, just everything. I think he's definitely a show stealer in these three new trilogy of X-Men movies.
Yeah, they had a great Magneto, a great Charles, and I did like what they did with Mystique. They gave her more depth on why she's, like a little bit of her goodness before she became, evil. Because in the first three movies, they're just like, yeah, she's this blue lady, and she's...
I'm an evil, naked blue bitch.
Yeah, naked blue bitch equals bad. But in this one, it's like, hey, let's show a little bit of her human side before all that stuff.
Yeah. And Beast was good.
Before the naked blue bitch went bad.
He should have been Dr. Doom. Fassbender? Yeah, he would have been a good Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
New mask, same task.
Also, this movie has the best performance from Hugh Jackman out of all these movies, and it's just one line: "Go fuck yourself." Best cameo. Best fucking cameo.
Yeah.
Stan Lee got nothing on that. Rest in peace.
Yeah. Rest in paradise, man. Stanley, you are a goat.
Exactly.
The goat.
Yeah, I did.
Go fuck yourself, bub.
I did. Yeah, I think this movie's fun. I don't think it's the best one. I actually would put it above X2. Maybe, I don't know. I think it where would you guys put it? A tier, B tier?
Probably A.
I would say A. This is a solid A,
Yeah.
man. Like seriously,
I got it over X2, but I would accept it behind.
yeah.
What you guys think?
Yeah, I would put it A tier, but before X2.
Really?
Yeah. Nothing's beating that Nightcrawler scene, dog. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, yeah.
The next movie might though.
And the Phoenix sacrifice. Nothing's beating that. Like, is this? Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that
Real
makes
talk.
sense. I'm fine with its placement. Okay, that's fine.
The Wolverine.
You make good points.
I got.
Oh, that's something. Oh,
Yeah.
never.
So,
I thought you were gonna do Days of Future Past. No?
yeah, no, we'll get to Days of Future Past. So, Jake, since I think this is the movie you've seen the most out of all of these. So, what did you think of the Wolverine?
Yeah. I really like the Wolverine. Have anyone else seen it besides me and Joe? Like, one of you guys haven't seen it.
I have not seen it.
Yeah. I haven't seen it. I just know of it, but I've seen the sequel, which is Apocalypse.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Logan's the
I will
sequel.
say that. Yeah, Logan's a sequel.
We're talking about the Wolverine, not Days of Future Past.
Okay. Oh, the Wolverine. Yeah, I've seen the Wolverine. I've seen it.
Is that the one?
Yeah,
with Silver
the
Samurai?
Wolverine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that one. Where he's in
Yeah,
Japan.
that's that's the one where he goes up against the Silver Samurai.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Silver Samurai.
Yeah, the Wolverine.
Yeah, I liked this movie. I thought that this is what Wolverine origin should be like, and like, no, not origin. I mean solo movie. God, what am I saying? It's late.
This is what Origin should be: a trip to Japan.
A trip to Japan after the movies. But I do like how it's like the aftermath of The Last Stand. He's actually grieving, unlike the ending of the third one where he's like, wow, what a beautiful morning. What, the girl I loved is dead. I stabbed the woman I loved and I'm smiling. Like,
I
this
love
one,
you. Great.
like, that bitch is taken care of anyways.
Let's take a trip to Japan.
Tell me how badass that chick was though. From the beginning scene, and like just overall in the movie, like that young girl was so badass.
Yeah, she was great.
Yeah,
I gotta rewatch this movie.
Right.
This
Yeah.
actually was. I'd say this is the most underrated X-Men Fox movie for sure.
yeah.
Yeah. So there are lots of things I like about this movie. I like the element of Logan losing his powers temporarily. I thought that was pretty good. It made him a little bit more vulnerable. I love the train fight. That was awesome. I like how the side characters weren't completely useless. He had that the one girl with the sword who could like see people's deaths and stuff, and that was kind of the only power she had. But she was a good sidekick to have.
That bar fight though. That bar fight.
Yeah, that bar fight. That's good.
That bar fight. Oh man, she kicked so much ass.
I liked
Yeah. Go ahead.
who was that other girl? She was like the granddaughter of the Silver Samurai. What was her
Yeah.
name? They said that like they introduced early on that she was like good with knives. Like that's what she said her skill was, and then she uses that like near the end of the movie, which I thought was pretty nice.
Yeah.
And I did like the reveal of the Silver Samurai. I did kind of call it. I'm like, it kind of made sense
I mean,
if
it
you
was
kind of connected
obvious.
that. It was obvious who he was, but I did like the flashback scenes to like World War II when like he was like surviving the nuclear bomb and saved the guy.
Yeah.
And one thing that I realized didn't make sense in the Wolverine that they actually explained in Days of Future Past is how does he remember that event? Because if you remember, in the first X-Men, he lost his memory from the last 15 years and he was only piecing it back together in the second one. But in The Last Stand, I mean, in Days of Future Past, he made like a small little reference to Charles saying, hey, you helped me piece together what I've lost. So that shows that in between X2 and The Last Stand, he did remember all of his memories. They just never showed us. So that's another thing I'm going to praise Days of Future Past for when we get to it. But I was just a little bit confused about that in the Wolverine, but
Also, before we get to what I think is the best part of the movie, I'd like to mention at the end where Wolverine gets his metal claws like cut off and he gets his bone claws. How the fuck did he get the metal claws back in Days of Future Past?
I know. I'm
Yeah,
like,
sure.
wait, what? I'm like, he should have the bone claws there. I'm like, for a movie that kind of fixed a lot of the continuity, they did a pretty poor job with that.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
I know I know Magneto shows up at the end, but like, did he like forge them back on or something? Like I don't know, how does that work?
No, they'd have to have liquid adamantium to like put out your claws. We're gonna pour this on you.
Not again.
It's like big giant robots are coming to kill us. We need your claws here.
The end of the world is here.
Weapon X.
Ah.
Mhm. Oh yeah. By the way, the woman that you're talking about is Mariko.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is the granddaughter. Yeah.
So, what'd you guys think about that train fight?
Probably one of the best fights that I've seen.
Yeah,
Honestly.
it's dope as
Yeah,
fuck.
I would agree.
Yeah, that was so cool. I love the scene where like the train's moving backwards and then like he jumps and it's like he's flying in the air for a second and he stabs the guy.
He does like that classic
That was
Wolverine roar and then he stabs him. Yeah, that was a cool scene.
I also like the clever trick that he did. Like the guy was watching him to jump so that he knew when to jump, and Wolverine did like a fake hop, and the guy got killed.
Yeah, I remember that.
Mhm.
I mean,
What do you guys think about Silver Samurai? Like overall?
he was good.
Yeah.
He was a good surprise villain.
Mhm.
I mean,
I kind of wish he was like more of a presence throughout the movie. Really, that Viper lady was like the main villain throughout the movie, and she's like, "No, I'm working for this guy actually." But I did think he was.
Rooted on you.
He's like, "You thought I was the bad guy? No, that's him. It's him." They did have a cool fight with him where like he cut off the claws, and then they forgot about it the next movies. But
I do enjoy. Yeah, I mean, Jackman's always great. That's basically facts at this point. Like he carries the whole fucking franchise. What else? The action was good. Honestly, it should have been rated R. And maybe it's just me. I feel like it should have been rated R because
There was a lot of deaths in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
You think the movie would have benefited better if it was rated R?
probably not. I mean, this is the same guy who directed Logan, so I'm honestly surprised it wasn't rated R. I guess maybe they just didn't feel like it needed to be. I don't know, but either way,
you know the only reason why they made Logan rated R was because of Deadpool. Fox was actually like really they didn't want to make a rated R movie, but once for X-Men. But once Ryan Reynolds convinced them to do it for Deadpool, they're like, "Hey, it became really popular. Yeah, we can do this with other ones." So,
yeah, that's true.
I don't think they even could have made it rated R if they wanted to.
Yeah, but like Silver Samurai, like like revealing that he was a shooter himself who faked the death. Like, yeah, I think that was pretty good.
So, where would you guys put this?
This is probably like a C.
C
tier,
damn.
in my opinion. Yeah.
Jake, what about you?
I would put it at like B.
B.
Better or worse
Yeah.
than Mario Kart Stadium? I mean, X-Men.
Did you? What did you just say, Mario Kart Stadium?
Inside joke from the episode 10. Never mind. Better or worse than X-Men 1?
And there's no way to make it equal. I would say better.
Yeah, I definitely put it better. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we got our first
Yeah, it's better.
S-tier movie, Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
Oh snap!
That's so.
Before you get
So
to that,
awesome.
I wanted to make a point because just mentioned we couldn't get a rated R low Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds going so hard for Deadpool is probably one of the more underrated things that's happened in superhero movies.
Mhm.
You may not like Deadpool, but you gotta respect his gangster. He's like, yo, we gotta do this character justice, and he made damn sure that they did the character justice. I gotta applaud him for that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Continue.
For sure. Jake, what'd you think of Days of Future Past?
I loved it. It kind of fixed the timeline, in my opinion, because it erased the two worst movies in the continuity.
Oh, for sure.
But then it also erased the first and second one and the Wolverine. So it was almost a complete reset, minus First Class, because that's technically before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it retconned the Last Stand too.
Thank God about that.
I wouldn't call it a retcon. I would say like more of an erase or something, because it's not saying like, oh, it's part of the same continuity and we're just contradicting it. It's like we're erasing it from existence.
I'd say it was like the soft reboot for the X-Men movies, because after this, we had a comic accurate Colossus, Deadpool, I think Cyclops.
Yeah, I would call it like a canon reboot.
Still
like it's a
Wolverine.
reboot that actually happened in the story of the X-Men timeline.
Yeah.
So Days of Future Past, it may not be the best movie in the X-Men franchise, but it's probably the most important franchise, because we've been talking about continuity errors up the ass between all these different movies. This movie fixes that and gives shit a clean slate. Just for them to fuck it up again, but we'll get to that. but this movie was important and great.
Yeah, I like how they explained how Charles had like the drugs to help him walk, because if you notice in The Last Stand and in X-Men Origins, Charles was walking, but yet he got crippled in the First Class. So it was like, how did that happen? Well, this film kind of explains that, like, he uses too much of the serum to like neutralize like the effects of his powers, but presumably if he used like a low amount of it, he could walk and use his powers, which he does in those two movies. So I'm happy that explains that. And also about Beast, like changing his appearance to look more human using that serum. It fits with what he was saying in First Class about how he's like, I want to look normal, I don't want to look like this. So it made sense that he would do that. And I like the whole like storyline of like Mystique killing Trask, and then that creates like this timeline, like it's all hinging on that one event. It's a canon event.
Yeah.
Knew that was coming.
But
we'll get to the canon event thing later, because I actually have never mind, keep going.
But I did like Trask in this movie. He wasn't really much of a character in the third one. So
Nobody was.
He was kind of just there. They're like, yeah, this guy, his name is Trask. His relation to Tyrion Lannister over there, coincidence.
It's heavily Back to the Future-esque, and I love that. So
yeah, I love the whole thing. Like it's flashing forward to the future and to the past, and like they have to still fight the Sentinels while Wolverine is. That they explain like, oh, the past and future will simultaneously exist, but once you finish your quest, this future will cease to exist. I'm like, that's pretty cool.
It is cool, yeah. It's not like usually time travel shit is complicated, at least for me, but this movie actually made it simpler.
Yeah.
Apparently there was a road cut. We never saw that one. We just saw the original version.
Yeah, I don't know how you can get the extended cut.
But I did like Quicksilver in this movie. I love the scene where he's just like fucking around and just like he's moving the bullets around, but he's also just messing around with those guys and like taking a sip of like the soup and stuff that's flying around.
Yeah, that was so fun.
Those things are always funny.
He is
it just makes him
Quicksilver.
It just makes him like you can kind of see like that trickster vibe of him, like how he just like kind of causing trouble and like pulling jokes on people, but like he's not evil by any regard. Like he's still like saving his friends doing that, and so
He's kind of like the Spider-Man of the group, where he's just kind of cracking
yeah,
jokes and he's
like
young, but
he's like
still a
making
hero.
jokes. Yeah, he was a
Wait, you didn't see
shoplifter
that
in the
coming?
movie. Yeah, like he was like a shoplifter.
And I love how they found an excuse to make Wolverine the main character, because they know they would get a lot of tickets sold and stuff just if Hugh Jackman was the main character.
It made sense that he would be the only one to actually be able to time travel back in time.
Yeah.
So no one could physically make it.
And I love that final act, because not only did the past kind of get fucked, like with the whole Sentinels being like Magneto controlling the Sentinels and all that, but the Sentinels actually came to the future as well, and like Storm died and all that, and like Magneto got stabbed. I was like, holy shit, like this could actually go wrong.
No.
And it literally came down to the very last second, and then the timeline reset.
Stakes were high. The stakes were high, and the whole scene with like Charles is like saying to Mystique, "I'm not gonna make you do anything. The choice is yours." And like the fate of like the timeline itself was in her hands when she's like dropped the gun. I thought that was such a cool, like her deciding to spare that one guy just changed everything.
Yeah.
And I was also kind of expecting like the Sentinels attacking people. People would be like, "Oh, the mutants aren't bad, the Sentinels are," and that would also change the past.
Yeah.
Make people not like the program.
Berg, you got anything else to add?
No, the movie was fucking immaculate. I honestly wish that whoever worked on this stayed working with the movies and did it to this caliber. I don't know if the staff changed between this and the next movie, but someone was missing, because the level of detail, attention to detail in this movie compared to the next one, I'm like, yo, what the fuck happened?
Do you know what the funny thing is? That was Bryan Singer, the guy who made the original trilogy.
Well, apparently he had someone in the room to proofread him, because whatever he came up with, whatever direction he had, someone was sitting next to him like, oh, that's actually good. All right, we'll go with that.
He's like, but wait, I wanted to add 5 more plot lines. Nope. We're still in this
No.
Yellow spandex, fuck that. I'm not letting that go.
You was cooking 5 minutes ago. This black leather shit, nah. Dead that.
So, speaking of costumes, I guess I did like Wolverine's costume in here. Like that was the closest we've gotten to yellow spandex before Deadpool came out. And Wolverine.
Yeah. Also, I like that little reference of Magneto being Quicksilver's father when he's like, "Huh, my mom once knew someone who could manipulate metal."
Yeah.
Like that was a small little nod to like the comics and being his father.
Yeah, and I want to talk about the ending, because the ending is actually really amazing, and some could argue should have been the finale of the X-Men movies, period, because everybody's back alive.
10,000%. That should have been.
It was such a happy ending. Everyone was alive. Jean was alive. Scott was alive, and the only thing that didn't really make sense is that Charles knew this other Logan for like 20 years, and then a variant of Logan wakes up in his mind, the Logan from the previous timeline, one that he knew for like 2 days, and he's like, "Oh, you essentially killed my friend that I knew for 20 years, but welcome to my house. I'm happy you're here." The Wolverine I knew for the last like 20, 30 years, fuck that guy. He was a dick. I like you better.
I can't believe I knew you for 2 whole days. This just came to my mind. Charles and Charles meeting was fantastic.
Oh yeah,
that was cool. Meeting of the minds, literally.
Yeah, that was like the multiverse before they milked it to death.
Right.
And I kind of realized this the past Charles read Wolverine's mind and he saw all the events that happened in the previous timeline. So it makes sense why in Logan, though they're the only two that remember, like the Liberty Island incident, like they mentioned that. Logan's part of that new timeline, like it's right after like the happy ending of Days of Future Past. Yet they mentioned the previous timeline. That's because only Logan and Professor X would actually know about that because he read his mind.
Yeah. And I did like, I mean, the ending is fantastic in multiple ways. I feel like first of all, like I said, this either should have been the ending, or if they wanted to continue it, Apocalypse should have been set in the future instead of the past. It should have been something completely different, and I think it would have been great if we had one more X-Men movie with, I mean, they still could have done Apocalypse like how they did it, but they still would have fucked it up. But I would have loved it if we had one more movie with a classic X-Men, like the James and Marsden Cyclops, Patrick Stewart's Charles, just to fix just to fix and right the wrongs that the original trilogy had, and give them comic or close to comic accurate costumes, and just be a good movie, you know? Like, that's what I wish would have happened, and it sucks that we didn't get it, and Logan kind of fucked that up, even though I love the movie to death. It kind of fucked it up, but yeah.
They were too busy making Apocalypse look like Ivan Ooze.
Yeah, and another thing is that at the end of Days of Future Past, you see Stryker fish Wolverine out of the ocean, and I was like, oh, that the river. I was like, oh, that would mean he's gonna put adamantium in it. So that's what happens in this timeline. And they're like, no, that was actually Mystique. I'm like, oh, okay. I wonder what they're gonna do with that. And then X-Men Apocalypse comes around. They're like, oh, you thought that was Mystique? No, that was actually the real Stryker. His eyes just turned yellow spontaneously.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's Wolverine again. Like, they like retcon that whole end. Like, where they're like, that wasn't actually Stryker, it was Mystique. And they're like, no, it actually was.
Yeah.
Yo, Apocalypse was them going, yo, they like us again. We fuck up now.
So, I think we should. It's S tier for sure. Like,
I don't even know.
Do you want any arguments?
I don't know why you ain't put it up there. There's no argument.
Yeah.
Days of Future Past, yeah.
It's
Okay.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So
Yeah, S tier.
Mercury, I hope you're happy. Another possible S tier movie, Deadpool.
S.
No, of course. S. That's
Oh
definitely
yeah,
S.
for sure, S tier.
Absolutely.
Better or worse?
It has to.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, but above or below Days of Future Past?
Below.
Below. I'll say below. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Deadpool is
Yeah.
like it's like a straight action
It's a
comedy.
completely. It's a
Yeah, it's a
different
different thing. Yeah, but like when we're talking about X-Men, like, you know, like I know it is an X-Men movie, but like Days of Future Past just sets the bar so high that it just complements like
I
every
think there's
single
only
emotion.
one movie in here that's better than
Oh.
Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
In Deadpool, that's part of the new timeline, I think.
It is.
Originally, I don't think.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Originally, I think
Yeah, before it wasn't connected, but now everything is connected.
Yeah, originally they said that it was gonna be like its own thing, and then
Like its
Deadpool
own
2 kind of
universe?
implied it was. Yeah, like its own timeline, I would say.
Deadpool is kind of in its own universe, but
Yeah,
there's too
kind of
many
its own.
shenanigans. There's too many shenanigans going on, so it's hard to tell.
So
But,
I think
everything is canon though.
it was like after the second one, they were like, yeah, it's connected because they connected it with Logan, which that as well was originally going to be its own thing, and then near the end of development, they're like, no, let's set it after Days of Future Past, like that. So that means that like Apocalypse and Dark Phoenix lead to that ending that Wolverine woke up in, and in between that time, the Deadpool movies happen,
Mm,
Sounds about right.
yeah.
and then all the mutants die.
Dark Phoenix leading the tragedy makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's to the surprise of nobody, Deadpool is like Ryan Reynolds is perfect as Deadpool, and like you said, like Berg said, the love and passion that Ryan had for the character cannot be topped, and this movie originally was not supposed to be made. I don't think they had any interest in it until, let's be real, it was Ryan. He leaked out test footage of Deadpool, I think in 2015, 14, and they decided, it got so popular that they decided, you know what, let's make a Deadpool movie properly this time, with a mouth.
Yeah.
The Merc with a mouth, not without.
And
You can chop off any body part in Deadpool, just keep his mouth.
grow those back.
He can.
um,
I like how he mentioned in that first movie, like the guy was like, "I'm gonna stitch your mouth shut," like as a little nod to that. I was expecting him to be like, "Oh, the fans didn't like that one,"
I think he did say that, didn't
or maybe he would be like, "Oh, someone tried to do that before, it didn't end up really well."
he? that would. Please don't make the super suit green or animated. There's a lot of funny jokes in here. Negasonic Teenage Warhead was fun.
Yo, she's like one of the best top tier like female mutants ever, man.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
without even trying. Like she makes it seem so seamlessly, like that she's just awesome, and like when she comes through, speaks less words, but just it's all action.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Cam Dog. I did enjoy.
Cam Clues.
I think one of my favorite moments in like all of comic book history is Where's Francis? That whole scene is fucking hilarious. Just, oh my god, like where he's just killing people. Like, where's Francis? Where the fuck is Francis? And apparently they didn't,
Right.
and according to Jake, they didn't even know his name.
Yeah, I pointed this out to Joe. Everyone knew him as Ajax. No one knew his name was Francis. So Deadpool was killing them for information they had no idea that they had. Like, it's like, where's Francis? It was like, who? What is he talking about?
It reminds me of that Batman College Humor skit where he just beat up on a random clown. Like, where are they?
But and I know it's when he actually did get the information. He attacked that guy and he's like, "Where's your boss?" And he's like, "Oh, he's over here." So he actually got the information when he's like, "Where's your boss?" But when he was being like, "Where's Francis?" They're like, "The hell is Francis?"
That makes that scene even better. Holy shit!
He's killing a bunch of people for no reason.
Yeah.
Is the mask muffling my voice?
Honestly, like all of the side characters were great. Like Deadpool's best friend, like his lines, like Deadpool 1 and 2. Like every single time he saw his face and like saw like the situation that he was in.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the cab driver. I didn't really like that other guy.
No. I forgot his name with the glasses. Like one of his best friends.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, like his lines were just like absolutely phenomenal. Like when it comes to like a comedic effort, like it just cracks me up every single time. Like
I love the cab driver. I forgot his name. I should remember it, but I can't. Like his lines were fucking hilarious. Oh hell yeah, Kobe Cave's on. But anyways, yeah, Colossus was fun.
Colossus is always great.
Yeah.
Colossus just having like that good-natured mentality in order to see the goodness in Deadpool, just for Deadpool to fuck things up even more. But he was great though. It was great.
Yeah.
I think this is the one where he actually meets his match with like that big female.
Oh yeah.
Like, during that fight.
I forgot her name. Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, and then like just like that part with the fight where they were like going ham on each other, and then like she got like, okay, I know this is kind of like rated R, but like where she kind of loses her top,
her titty
and then,
came
like,
out,
Colossus
yeah.
literally, and Colossus
like,
still being good natured, and still gets
He
flanked.
covered it up too.
He covered it up too. You seen it? Yo, that
He's like, "Oh, you beautiful woman. I'm sorry."
You beautiful woman.
beautiful.
Colossus
4
is
or
great in
5
there.
moments. That's all it takes. You were droning on.
And he vomits after he shoots
He
him.
did.
Why?
Why? Why
I
must
also
you do
noticed
that,
how-
comrade?
You notice how Colossus and Negasonic, whatever her name was, they knew that the cab driver, Dopender, kidnapped his cousin,
Dopender.
and they didn't do shit.
I kidnapped my. Who is he trying to kidnap?
His cousin, Bandhu.
Oh yeah, I kidnapped my cousin Banu. Are you
They
proud of
didn't
me,
do
Mr.
shit. They
Deadpool?
didn't care. They didn't care. They're like, Band who? Like they didn't care, or they were just too stupid to realize. Oh wait, my cab driver just kidnapped someone. They didn't give two shits. Like here's Colossus talking to Deadpool about being a hero. Meanwhile, he's like, "Oh,
He
kidnapping that's
should have said
perfectly
that shit
fine."
to Dopender. 4 or 5 moments. My friend, I don't care. Would you like a cab? Would you like to? Would you like a ride? Would you like a ride
He's like,
back to
"How
X
about the-
Mansion, my friend?
My
It's like,
friend.
be like, if you don't talk to the police about this, I'll give you a crisp high five. Yeah, I mean, it works with Deadpool, so.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Oh, the 12 bullet scene. I forgot about that. I fucking love that scene where he's on the bridge. He's like, I only have 12 bullets. Let's count them down. And then he just wastes a couple.
yeah, for real.
I like how in the final battle he lost his guns. Like he was stocking for all these guns for an epic final battle, and she's like, "Where's your duffel bag?" He's like, "Fuck."
it's like some John Wick shit, and then he just left them all in the car. He's like, my friend, I am not turning around. I am on the freeway. but it's just, yeah, this movie's great, and I love the costume. The costume that Deadpool has is just peak comic book suit. I love it. It's so good.
Thank you. I think it's the best costume in superhero movie cinema.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Yeah, I really do think so.
That and maybe Andrew Garfield's suit from the second movie.
Oh, Spider-Man 2? No. Was it Amazing Spider-Man 2?
Yeah, and No Way Home. But yeah, those two are the best comic suits ever.
Well, you got Wolverine too now. Don't forget. We're gonna reach there.
I mean, yeah, Wolverine's great. Yeah. Something that's not great though. X-Men Apocalypse. Berg, you have the floor.
Oh my fucking god, bro. Alright, so let me start off with, there's an old ass movie called Power Rangers. I think Secret of the Ooze. No, that's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's Ninja Turtles. Yeah.
Whatever. It's a Power Rangers movie, and
Well, like 96. Yeah.
and there's the enemy. One of the enemies in there is named Ivan Ooze. This is obscure as fuck, but if you look up Ivan Ooze and you compare how he looks to how Apocalypse looks in this movie, you can't unsee it, and you just want to punch whoever was involved in the costume design for this movie.
Joe, pull up a picture. Pull up a picture of the two of them.
I don't fucking understand how this, especially after Days of Future Past, how a faux pas like this can happen.
Hold on.
I'm sorry, bro.
What's the guy's name?
Ivan Ooze.
Ivan Ooze.
Okay, hold on. Let me find a good picture of Apocalypse. Okay.
I forgot we're live. Yeah, show the people so I don't sound like I'm crazy. Well, that's probably too late for that.
Ivan Ooze, is it?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Is that with like a bunch of O's saying ooze or?
O-O-Z.
Is this it?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's the same person.
Yup.
And someone else saw the same thing.
That's the perfect picture. I'm not shitting you.
Oh my god, it is.
How the
Like, are you
It
fucking
is, yo.
kidding me?
How the fuck?
It really is though.
That's the same. And then there's the Dr.
When
Doom in the corner.
when that movie come out, Jay?
2016.
2008, I think it was.
2008. And when did the
No.
Apocalypse-
Sorry. 2016. 2016.
For-
It was 2016.
Oh no, he's talking.
This
about,
came
he's
out in
talking- he's
2016.
talking about-
The Power Rangers.
Yeah,
movie,
Apocalypse
when did
came
it
out
come
2016. Yeah, Apocalypse came out 2016. Yeah,
When did Power Rangers come out?
96, 96. The movie.
So from 1996 to 2016, y'all couldn't fucking improve costume design? It looks exactly the fucking same, bro.
It does look the same. He just doesn't have that weird thing on his chin.
Bro.
Yo, Spencer's wild. He said why his chick got 2 dicks.
Just put that guy in the. Just put Ivan Ooze in the
Yo,
X-Men Apocalypse and make him. That
alone puts this movie in fucking F tier, but then on top of it, all the goodwill and reset that Days of Future Past did, this fucking movie just undoes.
Imagine going to Comic-Con dressed as Apocalypse and someone's like, "Oh, you're Ivan Ooze."
Yo.
I had that happen to me when I was Daredevil. I was the black suit Daredevil. Someone thought I was the dude from The Princess Bride.
Yeah.
To be fair, I
That's
didn't
OD.
shave, but still.
That's OD. Bro, then why is Magneto the bad guy in this?
I don't know. You guys can
Why?
take over for a bit. I gotta head to the bathroom real quick, but I'll be right back.
Alright. Why? Like, if it's supposed to be Apocalypse, why is Magneto working against the heroes in this one? This should be one where he teams up against Apocalypse.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't get that either because like especially like how we're dealing with like an apocalyptic like ancient Egyptian god, like
Yeah,
who's literally like
I'm saying.
trying to like get all of the mutants' powers, including Xavier's, especially and like fully sustaining his younger self in order to rule. So he doesn't. So he's not old and crippled. I mean, like I don't get that either.
So wait, what? Like, I was kind of confused. What was Apocalypse's plan? Was it to destroy the world, or was it just to destroy all humans?
No. Because he sees the error in human ways, and also with what the mutants have done, and he's trying to like over succeed it, and try to create and try to remake the world because he sees that humanity has lost its way. He wants to make it in his own image and his own agenda.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because you were saying something about like the strong will survive, but the weak won't, and like how you determine strong versus the weak.
Yeah.
Like, is strong someone like the Juggernaut, or like just any mutant?
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of a mix of both, but it's just executed so poorly, and I just don't I didn't understand the hype. They announced the shit, but then when I went to the theaters to see it, I was just like so underwhelmed. It's like one of the movies
It
I've
was
ever seen.
very mid movie, and it wasn't anything special. The only good part of the movie was Wolverine. Oh, yeah,
Bro.
Wolverine.
They figured out
yeah.
a way to put Wolverine in here, like, bro.
Yeah.
Can we-
Well. Yeah, that's true. I want to say one thing real quick about it, like and Quicksilver trying to save the mansion from being destroyed from the
Yeah,
Oh,
that
that
was
was dope.
that was a cool scene. That was
like-
a really cool scene.
Yeah, and like that montage when he was doing it and looking all cool while doing it, even though he saved everyone except for Alex, and like, yeah, that was dope. That was dope. So, I think they played "Sweet Dreams."
That is a
I forgot the.
No, yeah, Sweet Dreams. Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
that was a perfect song for that scene.
yeah. So, those two things Yeah, I think it's like
See,
pretty much
Daniel.
like the main highlight of it, and then also seeing Psylocke.
Oh yeah, Psylocke. Psylocke was cool.
Yeah,
Um,
but Bro, you can go. You can continue what you're saying.
Oh yeah, Nightcrawler returned.
Yeah,
somehow.
Nightcrawler did return somehow.
Yeah.
I did like Quicksilver saving everyone from the blown up mansion. That was cool.
Mhm.
But Quicksilver's always cool. At least this version of Quicksilver. So that's like a come to work item.
Was he? What, okay, go ahead. Yeah, right.
No, go ahead.
Okay, was he cooler in this version of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or was he like lesser when it comes to him being an Age of Ultron?
Oh no, the MCU Quicksilver is trash.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't see that coming? Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
they tried to do that. I don't even know what they were thinking when they put him in WandaVision. Is it him? Is he alive? Is this some Agatha fuck shit? What did fucking Scarlet Witch do this? Like,
Didn't they
nothing's
just make,
explained. He
Didn't they
just
just make
pulls up.
like a dick joke with him or something?
Yeah, Ralph Boner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That made it worse actually, because it's
Oh,
like
yeah, Ralph
he
Boner.
pulls up, probably not gonna see him again, and you just use him for a dick joke instead of.
I mean, Secret Wars maybe, but that's about it.
We were freaking out like, oh my god, it's the X-Men Quicksilver. It's like, no, my name's Ralph Boner. What?
I hope that Secret Wars does what Days of Future Past did for the MCU and kind of like gives the shit a clean slate so we can do things again. 'Cause there is something similar that the X-Men franchise tried to do that I think the MCU wants to do. I'm not sure. I don't have evidence of it yet, but I think they want to do this. Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver are Magneto's children, but they haven't been able to show that because of rights and whatnot. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping, at least in the MCU, as far as, because obviously it's not going to happen. Fox is pretty much dead and gone, absorbed by Disney. But I hope that once the Secret Wars shit settles down, we can kind of do more cool X-Men stories like House of M, with no more mutants, and maybe we can even get a good Dark Phoenix story. I mean, we got 97, so worst case scenario, whenever they do season 2 of that shit, we're gonna get more cool X-Men stories. But as far as live action is concerned, I really hope going forward, because we're ranking a bunch of bad X-Men movies. Hopefully, the X-Men movies that come out post Secret Wars will be excellent.
Yeah, I do agree. And I forget what I was gonna say. Shit. I think no, you're good. I guess. Oh yeah, no. You were talking about Magneto and Quicksilver. They actually did something like this in this movie. How apparently Quicksilver actually was his son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how. Was that actually confirmed or something, or is that just like a little Easter egg or whatever that they had in the film?
I'm not sure. I think it was just an Easter egg.
Either way, it's stupid. Like I don't know why they didn't do that.
There was no build up for it, so it's like it kind of just doesn't really work.
Also, like
that's what's up. Like the obviously, if you're a comic book fan, you kind of like this because they're trying to pay homage, but at the same time, there's no build up to it, so it's just like you want to check a box, but you don't want to actually do the work to earn that check.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's another dumb thing I just remembered. Psylocke in this fucking movie pisses me the fuck off.
Oh,
for some reason.
Oh, not Psylocke. Not her.
They always show her trying to be cool, but then when she gets bested, she tries to sneak off like she's some ninja or some shit. Bitch, you lost. And then they want to try to make her look cool on the way out. Like, no,
She's like, I lost, but I'm gonna make a hell of an exit. Like, walking the
I'll
fuck
be
away.
back in the next movie to cause more mischief. Fuck out of here, bro. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's all I got. That's all I remember.
Where'd you guys put it?
Didn't Caliban first appear in this movie?
Who?
Caliban?
Oh,
He was in Logan,
yeah,
but I think
Caliban.
he first appeared in here.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he first appeared in here. He told Apocalypse where the other mutants were because he was asking like, where are the strongest? And he was like, Caliban doesn't know you.
Yeah, I forgot about that. So Berg says F. What about the other two?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's either a DNF for Apocalypse. I mean, like, they had some cool scenes. The fight scenes were all right. They weren't like the best tier. And like, I just feel
Yeah.
and what's his name? And Sabah Nerd. He was just a weak villain. I don't really feel like it. He was like, it was not really all that impactful, not compared to like the comics. So, but like he did seem like a devastating threat. So it's kind of like it's more of a letdown, more than a joke. I would say he's more like a disappointing letdown, in my opinion.
You know what? I would say that this is probably like D or something.
Yeah,
because there were a few good scenes in here that doesn't put it on F. It was more of like we expected better, and it was mid, rather than this is absolute god awful.
Yeah, because I would put it above The Last Stand.
Damn. Yeah.
Because The Last Stand was bad. I think Apocalypse had its moments, like that Wolverine fight, the Quicksilver.
Yeah,
scene.
it did have some of its moments. Yeah, I would put it.
We're putting this in C.
D.
No, I
don't
think it deserves C. I think it deserves D, like above.
Yeah, the C is being too generous with Apocalypse. Yeah, it's definitely like a D. I don't see it as an F. I see it as a solid D. Yeah.
Yeah, D.
Yeah.
Wow, we have nothing in C.
I'll accept low D.
I don't think there's any argument for this.
Yeah.
Logan. You know what? Let me capitalize on that. Hold on. Fuck. Hold on.
Oh, hey, here we go.
Hold on. What the fuck's in the keyboard?
Actual.
Like,
masterpiece.
I fucking love this movie so much, dude. God, this movie, like, at the time, how fitting that this song plays while I'm while I'm crowning Logan the best one. But yeah, I think this movie is just a goddamn masterpiece. I think the whole storyline and how they handle the character, I think is just probably the best they've done. And for a conclusion, for this character that we've seen for 17 years, I think it's just, God, this whole movie's amazing. Like, it's dark as fuck. I'm happy it's R-rated. I love the direction they went with, like, Wolverine just kind of not really having, like, sort of one last ride, but also it's, like he finally found his purpose and all that, and, like, after Charles accidentally killed all the X-Men, through, like a seizure or something.
Seizures.
Yeah. Wolverine just lost all hope, and on top of the fact that, like, the food and alcohol and stuff, like the stuff that the humans put in the food is poisoning the mutants, and that's what killed most of them off.
That's actually probably what caused Charles' seizures, if you think about it.
Yeah, and it fucked with Wolverine's
healing factor.
I thought it was adamantium poisoning, but it wasn't. It wasn't.
Maybe it was a combination of the two. Maybe. But
I think it was mostly the food.
I feel like his body would heal from it, And even then, I'm not sure how scrapes of adamantium could come off into his bloodstream if it's supposedly indestructible. If his body could break it down, then it's pretty weak.
Yeah, I mean, Jackman gives his best performance. I think he should have won an Oscar, and I'm so pissed that he got robbed. Absolutely pissed.
Yeah, he got robbed.
If there was any movie, that would actually like deserve like a nomination and a win, yeah, it will definitely be Logan.
And
so, go ahead.
X-23 was perfect in here. I thought that like she was easily one of the best kid actors ever. Like probably besides John Connor and everybody from Stranger Things. I think she's fantastic in the role, and we should have seen her more, but I mean, Fox got a Fox, and Disney's got a Disney, so yeah. But she was fantastic in here, and I love Charles, and this movie, God, I could talk about this movie for hours, but yeah, I'll just leave it at that.
Alright, so, you wrote actual masterpiece, and that kind of like summarizes it all, because a lot of superhero movies, even now, feel like they're trying to check boxes. Like they're setting up shit instead of being a movie first. This was a fucking movie.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like you went on a journey with Logan through this whole ordeal, trying to help Charles get fucking duck whoever the fuck is chasing him. Like it felt so good. Like it was almost like watching like a series, but it was all one movie, and it was all just done so well. Like the level of attention to detail. Like I said that Days of Future Past is the most important movie for what it did, but Logan is probably the best X-Men movie, because it's just it just does almost everything right. I don't even think I could think of a nitpick for it. Like it is just so good. And yeah, like you said, X-23, we definitely needed more X-23. But I think at this point, Fox is like, I think Fox got lucky with Logan, to be honest with you, because they were pretty much on their way out. Logan let them keep the lights on for a couple more months, but Fox really fucked up the fucking X-Men series. So
yeah,
there's hope, because X-23 was in Deadpool and Wolverine, and it looked like she's gonna have a reoccurring role as being part of Deadpool's family. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Between him taking care of Charles, him being a mentor to 23, helping the children, how he went out, I got nothing but praise for this movie. This movie was fucking
so good. Yeah, like honestly, like the ending too, like sacrifice that he had to go make, and like just seeing that X on his tomb, and like
so good.
That was so it was just so monumental, man. Like it was just like a coming of age, going into like a beautiful ending. For
this
like,
ain't the comics.
For all of the X-Men movies up to this point, I really thought like this was gonna be like the final wrap up.
It really should have
of the legacy.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
That Hugh Jackman set.
No, there's one more.
Yeah,
they fuck up.
Yeah, they
but it should have been the last one.
It really should have. I really thought like that was gonna be like the retiring moment of Hugh Jackman's like legendary character.
Yeah.
In the Silver Screen.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, this is the last X-Men movie, but
canonically, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it takes place in 2029, so it kind of has to be. But
dude, 5 years from now, wow.
Yeah.
Let that sink in.
Holy shit.
We're literally in the future.
I mean, Days of Future Past is in the past now.
I mean, they had self-driving trucks with skilled people,
Yeah.
Hey, we have self-driving cars that's killing people left and right.
Yeah, and tigers are
Yeah,
on their
true.
way out of here, so it sucks to say
No, not the tigers. No, I love my white tigers.
that. Yeah. I mean, who knows? They did say they're extinct by 2029, so who knows?
Preserve them. Preserve them.
Yeah,
Do it.
save them, please.
Yeah, save the
Oh,
tigers,
come on.
man. We need them. We need every single one of them.
Exactly.
You trying to get sponsored by Peter?
No. Fuck Peter. Fuck Peter. Fuck Peter. No, Peter can get their ass out of here.
We don't. Do
I'm
that
sorry.
here.
Y'all trying to do the Pokemon controversy and saying that saying like, we were mistreating animals and Pokemon
You
and
think
all that
this
stuff.
channel gets sponsored?
Bro,
Fuck that.
I ain't even reached 300 yet.
And then they try to like do some mockery on Animal Crossing. I'm like, bro, did you get the hell up out of here?
dog, there's just only
Come
one
on,
thing.
bro.
There's only one thing you need to know about Peter to know that they're full of shit.
They're full of shit, bro. So do not
There's
support
only,
them.
there's only one thing you need to know. They claim that they want to save all animals, and yet they euthanize animals. So make it make sense.
Yeah.
You can't delete animals, but say you're for saving animals. You would have opened up another shelter and figured out a way. Like, I'm not hearing it.
Yeah.
And they love arsonists. That's another thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh heck no. Oh no, you can't do that.
Anyways.
Yeah, get our video games out of your agenda. Get them out.
But let's get off of Peter and get back on X-Men.
Yeah. So yeah, I got nothing else to say. Jake, do you got anything to say about Logan?
It's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
There's nothing really else to say. Like, you have to watch the movie and understand how great it is.
Yeah, and it'll help if you've seen the other ones too, because
There's kind of only one thing that I was actually confused by in the movie. Now, in the movie, they're like, let's kill the mutant kids. Then they're like, nah, let's not. Let's capture them. Then they're like, okay, let's kill them. Okay, let's capture them. They can't make up their minds, the villains. That's my only critique. Like, in that scene where they were chasing the kids through the woods, I was thinking, I know that it's horrible, but why don't they shoot them? I was, like, literally in my mind, I'm like, they're in point-blank range. If your goal is to kill them, they would be dead before Logan even arrives there. It didn't make sense to me, the villain's plan. Like, they were literally saying, like, oh, they're, like, a liability, like, gone wrong and stuff. And then they're like, yeah, let's just capture them. When they literally were putting the kids to sleep earlier in the movie.
The only thing I could think of is maybe, because humans are scared of mutants, so they don't know what to do with them. They don't know if they want to kill them or capture them or study them. Like, they just want let's just get them the fuck out of here. Shit, we'll figure it out later.
Right.
So maybe that's what the timing they were on. But yeah, that would.
It's just, it was kind of weird. They had the children and they're like, oh, we made something better. Like the clone of Logan, the X-24. Okay, let's kill them all. And then they're like, wait, no, he actually sucks. So now we want them back.
Yeah,
and
he sucks.
And then they're like, no, wait, no, he's actually kind of good. Let's kill them again. Like, they can't make up their minds.
Oh shit, the original Logan killed X-24. Yo, get the kids back.
Yeah, for real.
It's like, sir, there's like 5 of them left. We killed most of them. Shit.
Rain fire, but sire, our troops, just do it.
It's like, Messiah, don't we want them alive? Just do it.
I guess speaking of Endgame, I can make the comparison right now. This is Fox's Endgame.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
It is though. It really is though.
You could make that argument for Days of Future Past, but yeah.
Yeah.
Days of Future Past felt more
That-
like
Infinity War.
not really, because I mean, it's if you want to compare it, that like it's like anti-Infinity War, where it was a happy ending instead of a holy shit ending. But and also speaking of Days of Future Past, at first I was like, okay, that kind of sucks that Logan kind of ruined the ending of Days of Future Past, but I guess it goes to show that. Hold on, let me turn the music down. Oh wait, shit, fuck, I muted it.
Shit.
Oh snap!
God damn it! All right, I guess it's at the lowest.
Let me turn it down, not off.
Yeah, so it goes to show that no matter what you do, no matter like how far back in time you go, it's basically a canon event that the mutants all die. And I feel like that's what makes Logan even more sad, is that Wolverine went through all that trouble trying to fix the timeline and fix his friends and just make everything happy, only for Charles to have a seizure and kill basically the entire team, and for basically the rest of the mutants get get killed off by like poison in foods and drinks and stuff like that. That really really sucks.
In the end, Stryker's plan did work. Use Xavier to kill the X-Men and then take care of the rest of the mutants.
Yeah, so
he said someone will finish where I started.
Yeah, no matter what you do, the future is set. The mutants just die in the end.
Yeah, Stryker's like, in another timeline, my son's gonna finish where I started.
Yeah. But yeah.
Well, not a Deadpool something to say about it.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, and like Endgame, the movies after that have been very hit and miss, and like Far From Home, I guess, Deadpool 2 is actually really good. So, what'd you guys think about Deadpool 2?
Good bangers back to back.
Yeah, Deadpool 2 was good, except for just one thing I personally just didn't like about the movie. It's just like, why y'all gotta kill the new mutants, man? Like. I know it was fun. I know it was a funny scene.
Oh, you're talking
where
about
all of them are just assembled, and like they all just get killed for like all types of like mishaps and whatnot. It just would have been so cool just to like see like a good them actually going into like a good fight against the main enemy, man. Like,
but I kind of thought it was funny.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, no, it's funny. It's funny. It's just like it's just like you only see him for like only like a little bit in the movie. It was like, oh man.
I don't think they were meant to be serious, because I think of it as like the Suicide Squad, where it's just kind of like dumb characters. That's kind of what it is. Like, nobody wants to see Shatterstar. Everybody wants to see Peter, 100%. But like
and Domino,
yeah. Like Domino's just lucky, and Peter's Peter. But yeah, I just think that for wait, Berg, you haven't seen Deadpool 2, right?
I've seen Deadpool 2.
Okay. Yeah, I thought that scene was hilarious, where it's just, those guys just die. Like, usually it's a cliche where they just all land and kick ass in the final fight, but then they just all die. That was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it was funny. It's just like...
The scene was funny, but I agree with Jay.
Yeah.
Why are we killing these people? Like, use them to fucking beat the guy. But...
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, that's just like the one crevice I just have about Deadpool 2. It's like you like they're here. The new mutants are here. And, like, the setup was great. Like, the montage was awesome.
Like the previous movie made fun of the fact that there's no X-Men characters or any other mutants for that matter. We get some in this one, then you just kill them off. Like, bro.
Yeah.
I think that was the point. Like, it's ironic that like when he has mutants with him, they just get killed off.
Yeah.
And plus,
it's said, it's funny. It's just, bro.
Yeah, I know. You laugh, and like, it was funny. It was funny. I'm not gonna hold that. It was definitely funny. It was cool, but it's just a missed opportunity in my opinion. It was like, wow, come on, no.
It's like when you
fight.
When you reflect on it, it's like, why the fuck did they have to die?
Yeah, it's almost just as bad as like in that Doctor Strange. What's the second movie? The second Doctor Strange movie where like they kill they kill Professor X again. Here we go. They kill Professor X. They kill the perfect Reed Richards of all time. Bro, why? He was perfect.
That's a different beast entirely.
I know.
At least these mutants kind of unknown unless you were a comic head.
Yeah.
These are characters we fucking know,
Save that for
Yeah.
and they
episode 50.
they're getting murderized
Yeah.
by Wanda, and I'm just, what?
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious, bro? How
Yeah.
you gonna introduce the Illuminati, one of the
What?
strongest crazy groups in Marvel, and just have
Yeah.
them get wasted in 5 seconds by OP Scarlet Witch? We can't gauge because we don't know if she's really OP or y'all just made her like crazy for this one scene. Like, there's no
Yeah.
way to gauge her.
Yeah, but we don't need to get into that.
Yeah, we know.
Jake, what about you? Did you like Deadpool 2?
Yeah, I really like Deadpool 2. I like it equally as much as the first one. I thought it was really funny. I don't really mind like those other mutants getting killed. I thought that was funny. I don't think it
That's the best part.
like degraded my score for it at all. I was kind of cracking up like when the guy phoned to like the truck that was like sawing up stuff, and then like he barfed all over Peter and like blew his
That was
arm off.
brutal, yeah. Yeah. Holy shit! And then Deadpool's just freaking out in the corner.
I thought Deadpool only went back to save Peter, but I think he saved everyone there because I thought
No,
it's
he
all...
only saved Peter. He's the only one that shows up in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Really? I thought there was one other person that was in.
No, that was the only one.
No. Because I thought those other guys just saved Peter.
I mean, it's Peter. He's the GOAT.
I mean, yeah, Peter's the best.
He's a goddamn legend in every Deadpool universe.
What can you say? He's Peter.
Goddamn legend.
Put Peter up against Thanos. Thanos is gonna be like, "I'll give up my quest to shake your hand."
You have convinced me to not snap away half the universe. God bless you, Peter.
Everyone starts saying, "Peter, Peter."
Just his
You
mortal,
show me that humanity can take a different path.
his mortal presence is just enough to convince a villain to not be evil.
What if he's not actually immortal? What if he's some sort of god in disguise?
That'd be hilarious.
That
Like
would
he's a
be
celestial or some shit.
funny. He's the anchor being, not Wolverine.
He's the anchor being of all anchor beings.
Oh god. Anyways,
The fate of all existence lies on his shoulders.
I think we forgot about Cable.
Yeah, we
Cable
did.
was fun. I really liked his performance.
Yeah, Cable.
Cable's pretty good.
Yeah, I love Cable in the movie.
Like, this movie actually came out the same year as Infinity War, so Brolin had a huge paycheck. Thanos was obviously better, but I think Cable was fun.
It was definitely fun.
And they actually gave us a proper
Yeah.
Juggernaut finally, and it was
Finally.
really great.
Yeah.
And I think they actually confirmed that he's brothers with Charles, so
Yeah, they said
That's
that.
cool. So this is the proper Kane Marco.
Yeah.
basically.
Are they like brothers or stepbrothers?
I can't
Yeah.
remember.
Step brothers. They're step brothers. They're step brothers. Yeah.
And fun fact,
Remember-
that was actually Ryan Reynolds who voiced
Oh
Juggernaut.
wow.
Really?
Juggernaut himself was
Really?
CGI because there's no way there would get any. Not even Shaquille O'Neal is that tall, but like and that buff. But that was Ryan doing the voice.
Oh snap! That's cool.
Yeah, because
Nice.
notice how like the first appearance of Juggernaut, Deadpool's like I see my reflection in your helmet or whatever. Like as he charged forward to Deadpool. I noticed. I searched that up. I'm like, did Ryan actually voice Juggernaut? Oh, he did. So that was kind of cool. And then that big CGI fight between Colossus and Juggernaut was fun.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I'm fighting dirty. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, this movie's fun, and the time travel stuff was fun, and I love the end credit stuff where he's like going back in time to kill to kill actual Ryan Reynolds, reading the Green
Yeah.
Lantern script, and
There's Green Lantern.
he
Yep,
killed-
Yep, that's true.
Why you doing this?
he killed
Yeah.
the Origins Deadpool. Which was hilarious. And, I don't know if this was like in an extended cut or something or deleted scene, but this wasn't in the movie, or at least the movie I had. But after Deadpool shot that other Deadpool, he said something that made me think that this was like planned the whole time. But I searched up and it was actually Jackman that was like, "I want to come back." But Deadpool said like, "Eventually you're gonna hang up the claws, blah blah blah. It's gonna make people sad. One day I'm gonna tell you to come back, and when I do, say yes." That whole shit actually happened, and I just think that end credit scene was more than just a simple gag. It was like foreshadowing, like, yeah, Wolverine showing up in the next movie.
And
okay.
did they get rid of that scene in the version that we saw or something?
It might have been I don't know. It might have been in another scene or something.
Because I remember seeing that end credit scene for the one that we owned. I'm like, you never said that.
I had to search it up because he said it in a trailer.
Yeah.
But he never said it in like Deadpool 2 in particular. So I might have been Once Upon a Deadpool. I can't remember, but like either way, he said that, and that was like, oh, holy shit, that is sheer coincidental.
Maybe they just threw it out there on some, Deadpool just talking shit, but then they had to retract it because the studios was like, "Oh, you can't do that." But then it ended up actually happening. It was like, "Oh shit, this guy's like a Nostradamus." So
I guess, yeah. Plus, it was reused footage from Origins, so who knows?
Oh, it was reused footage. Okay, I was wondering if that was like actual Hugh Jackman.
Dude, imagine if that actually was. Like, he just comes from behind and is like, "I'm in, bub," and then he puts out his claws. That would have been epic. Holy shit.
It was reused footage. Okay, cool. That makes sense. Okay.
So, where would you rank Deadpool 2?
put it next to Deadpool 1.
Yeah, you can say it. Like I would probably say like that's Deadpool 1.
I'd say A tier.
Hey there.
I mean, if you want to put S in S tier, that's fine. But me personally,
I'd put it in S.
All right.
Put it behind Deadpool 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Joe and I have not seen Dark Phoenix or the New Mutants, so you do take it away.
I haven't seen Dark Phoenix on purpose. I saw New Mutants by mistake.
All right, Jigen, you got the floor on Dark Phoenix.
You can just put Dark Phoenix below whatever the fuck is at the bottom.
Dark Phoenix is trash.
You can put that shit below Origins. Damn.
New Mutants is a definite F.
So New Mutants is supposed to be like this new X-Men type shit, but I'm gonna keep it a whole buck with you. I don't remember them using their powers, and if they use it, maybe it was for a second or two, and then they went right back to like high school melodrama shit, and I'm just like, what the fuck am I watching?
Didn't that have like some horror aspect or something?
They tried.
They try to do that with the New Mutants, and like it just failed miserably. Like none of the characters were like promising. They fell flat. It was just a boring clusterfuck of a mess of a writing mess.
And I hate horror because like it usually just fucking leaves me unnerved. I ain't feeling nothing. I'm just watching this shit like, what the fuck am I looking at, bro?
It's one of those movies where it's like, okay, it's like a high tier cast of actors and actresses, but like nothing just ever connects.
That shit didn't do them justice because all of them are trash.
Yeah, that was automatic.
That script couldn't say it. The best actor couldn't save that script. That shit was trash.
Yeah.
How did you watch the New Mutants on accident?
I don't know. I think it was like I was searching Disney Plus for some shit because I was current on the MCU at the time, so I was just like, all right, let me watch this shit. and I'm watching it. I didn't even realize it was an X-Men movie at first. I don't know what I was thinking. I just started watching it.
How fitting we're talking about
And-
a shitty X-Men movie and Sunset Wilds plays in the background. Fuck this course. Anyways, continue.
And I'm watching this movie, and I'm just,
Yes,
what is
that's
this? What the fuck? Like, who allowed this to happen, bro? Like, this shit is not good. You come off a movie like Logan, tells a story start to finish that's compelling and makes you want more. I was waiting for this New Mutant shit to end. Like, shit is ass.
Yeah. All right. So I would say one thing. It's okay. Okay. So you know, like all of the bad Sony Spider-Verse movies, like Madam Web and Morbius.
This New Mutant shit
felt
had
like
that energy.
It had that energy, bro. Like it was
100%.
Shit.
it was a Fox cash grab.
It's
all
a
the
fucking
way.
X-Men movie without X-Men.
Yeah. Basically, that's basically what New Mutants was.
Didn't this come out when Fox got bought by Disney?
I believe so.
So this was probably their last desperate ploy to get to like make another X-Men movie.
Yes.
They didn't want to end off on Dark Phoenix. They wanted to end off on something worse. So.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
It's like, you thought that was the worst you could do? Oh no, we're gonna show you the worst that we can do.
Yeah. It was just a cash grab all the way that just never panned out. It was just a second afterthought of a X-Men staple that they thought they can just like get their greedy hands on and just like get people, force them into seats all for movies. Like it just was not. It wasn't polished. It was very unnerving. Like nothing made sense. The plot was just all over the place. Characters were unappealing with the script. Good cast of actors and actresses, like I said before, but nothing can ever mesh well with New Mutants. It was literally just. You can literally say it's almost like a waste of time. Just like given that like any type of light.
Yeah.
Right,
It was an absolute waste of time. Yeah.
So I got a list of the characters, and I didn't really know the characters then. I know some of them now because I play Marvel Snap, so I know like a little bit about them because of their abilities, like Sunspot, Mirage, Cannonball, Magic, Wolfsbane. I know these cards. I use them. they're good. They're actually pretty cool cards for what they do. Like it kind of mirrors what they would do in the comics. So Sunspot is basically like a magma guy. Like he can turn in like magma.
Oh, he showed up
like,
in Days of
shoot,
Future
like-
Past.
Yeah. But I don't remember him using his power here. Cannonball, in Snap, he like destroys something and replaces it with a rock. I don't know what his exact mutant power is, but I don't remember him doing shit either. Magic turns one of the locations into limbo, which basically extends the game a turn. So basically using some type of fire magic. I don't remember seeing none of that shit here. Wolfsbane turns into a wolf. Bro, like I remember watching this movie and I just see kids running around a fucking school that looks like a prison and they're trying to do fake horror shit that doesn't hit. And I don't remember who the villain was. I think there was like some person that was causing illusions. But like, bro, like,
And the mutants didn't even use their powers.
like why was this made, bro? Like, this shit is just not good, bro.
Is it
Wasn't
is
at
it
all.
better or worse than Dark Phoenix?
No, we're way worse. This is we're talking about the worst of that Fox
I
can
didn't-
deliver.
I
with the
didn't see
franchise.
I didn't see Dark Phoenix, but
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. I saw the trailer for Dark Phoenix for when I was watching a different movie. And my immediate thought when I saw that trailer, this movie is going to be trash.
Yeah.
And I was right because it ended up performing very poorly at the box. I have no idea what's supposed to happen in that movie. Hearing I can't control it 5,000 times and them having a trash Dark Phoenix.
They wasted both Starks in the X-Men movies because Arya appears in New Mutants and Sansa appears in Dark Phoenix.
Yeah.
Bro, so here I have a problem. It's not just with these movies. I have a problem with movies in general that want to use star power to, like, I guess, get people to fill seats and click buttons. But one thing that was cool about the MCU, at least early on, they got no-name people to do shit and, like, give them a chance. Like, who the fuck knew who Chris Hemsworth ended up killing that shit as Thor? Why the fuck can't other fucking studios do this? There's plenty of people who want to be active. You don't always gotta get a big name. Let the story carry the shit. If you wrote a good enough story, an actor should be able to fucking act it out and showcase the level of creativity. I don't understand why you get people from Game of Thrones and to Taylor Joy. I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
She could be the best actor on the face of the planet or actress on the face of the planet.
There are a lot of people who, like, maybe even like stage actors who could technically be better actors than these people in Hollywood, and they don't get any jobs like that.
Exactly.
They're not famous.
Right.
There's some
exactly.
famous, like there are some times when like they're shit actors, and yet they still get like all this praise and money.
Yeah.
Like you could be the best actor, but if the script is trash, the movie's gonna be trash.
Oh yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
That's it.
Joe, you should make Dark Phoenix its own tier and said they couldn't control it.
Fuck it. Fuck it.
Let's go.
Add row below.
I think Dark Phoenix is the only movie I've seen a trailer for, and I just outright said I'm not watching this shit.
I can't control it.
You really should rewrite that and say, "Don't do it, Anakin." Don't.
I love you like a brother.
I love you like a brother.
Hold on. Shit.
No.
I can't add any more tiers. Fuck. Oh, there
Oh,
we
you
go.
could get rid of fucking D because we haven't used it.
No, hold on. I got it.
You mean
Ah,
C?
no. Shit. Get the fuck
No. No.
No.
What'd you do?
I
No.
What the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening?
No.
Copyright, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on?
Copyright. What
You got it. We're good. We're saved.
I think we're good. No, shit, I still hear something. Shit. What is that noise? The fuck is that? Minecraft? I don't give a fuck.
Oh, you talking about the advertisement? Yeah, stop that. Stop that crap. We're not gonna watch that film. Stop it. Stop it.
Stop it. Stop it.
Oh my god.
Don't do it.
Stop it with the ads. Mute.
Ah,
You better pause that stuff.
It turns itself back on, I swear.
Thank God I'm
Wait,
playing
wait.
other music over it. Alright.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Anyways.
Wait a minute. Did YouTube tell you it was a fucking copyright violation?
No. But
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just-
I was about to say, because
okay.
you were freaking out. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah. You had me scared, dog. I was like, wait, what's going on? What the
Like,
fuck?
X-Men copyright?
There.
Don't do that again. Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
I'm like, we didn't play the X-Men theme. We should have.
You know, don't do it. Anakin should be on everyone's tier maker list. Don't do it, Anakin. That's the worst.
Don't do it.
I can't control. Actual masterpiece. S-A-B-C-D. Merc with no mouth. I can't control it. Don't do it, Anakin. Perfect.
Don't try it. Don't watch it.
Yeah.
Don't let your
All
kids
right.
watch it.
Nah. Yeah. The New Mutants was just an absolute nightmare all around. They're clearly Fox's worst cash grab and film and their X-Men legacy.
It was a
Right,
nightmare. It was a nightmare, but not the one they thought it was gonna be.
I love
Yeah,
how
but we're Father Christmas.
I love how we skipped
Father Christmas.
over we skipped over Dark Phoenix entirely. You saw this, Jay, right?
Yeah, I seen it. I seen it. It was there. Yeah, it wasn't all that good.
I
Yeah.
purposely saved this music for this moment. We've talked about this movie several times, but I mean, Deadpool and Wolverine, we've all talked about it. It's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that belongs in an actual masterpiece, in my opinion, because it's just a perfect call through, all the way through with just them like honing into like the entire X-Men legacy and what Fox has truly delivered. Like everything about it was just fantastic.
But is it better than Mario Kart Stadium?
No, not even Logan can touch that.
Damn, son, not even Logan.
Is it better? Is it better than Logan?
No, absolutely not.
No. It's his own unique, great thing. Like, let's not do that, man. Like,
I don't know, man.
Deadpool Wolverine,
My man was dancing the bye. Know what I mean?
It's in his own lane, dog. Deadpool Wolverine, but it's definitely an actual masterpiece because honestly, it's the unique wrap up of all of these films that we either love or hate. Like, honestly, come on.
This is the Fox
perfect
finale.
tribute to Fox.
Yeah,
a love letter.
This is the the Fox finale we needed.
My man said flame on though, nah, I mean.
Yeah,
like
he said flame on though.
I mean, Logan is fantastic, and I definitely prefer this over Deadpool and Wolverine. But we didn't get the yellow spandex, we didn't get the mask, we didn't get him like a proper movie with Deadpool. This movie delivered on all fronts. This is the perfect finale for the Fox universe. So it's an actual masterpiece for that. I would have put it like in S because I don't think it's a masterpiece. I think there's a couple flaws, but I mean it's still really great. Definitely one of the best MCU movies.
I don't know, man. Cassandra's over here fingering people, nah, man.
That doesn't convince me.
You know what? Actually, it does have a point off for that. Like the villain was weak. The villain was weak.
And like I said in the podcast with where we reviewed Deadpool, like I mean, No Way Home. No Way Home is fantastic. I think this is better than Guardians 3 by a little bit. Definitely crushes all the other movies. I think No Way Home is only better because of the villains, I should say. But yeah, like Deadpool and Wolverine is definitely up there, top 5 in the MCU. Yeah, it's fantastic. The jokes all landed. It's R-rated as fuck. I didn't even notice that Deadpool has a new suit in here because it's almost identical to the one from these two movies. So like Wolverine, Jackman was perfect. Like it was great seeing him back as Wolverine. Till you're 90, my boy. But yeah, this movie's great. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, it's good. Like a great homage to everything around 20th Century Fox, mutants, their own mutant universe. I'm sorry, I'm sorting my words right now, but let me just recant that. It is the perfect love letter and ending for 20th Century Fox's film legacy, revolving around the X-Men franchise. There we go. I said perfect. All right,
man, there only gonna be one Blade.
Yeah, and it had Blade. It had Elektra. It actually had Gambit, and Channing Tatum finally got his wishes. So let's not forget about that.
Yeah, Channing Tatum over here.
Yo, tell your friends about it, son. Tell them what happened.
Yeah. So
Laura's back. Elektra.
Yeah. Elektra's back. Yeah. X-23 is here. They even brought back Juggernaut. Like the
Lou Ferrigno Juggernaut, the one that we talked shit about earlier, but is actually kind of good here.
Yeah.
Bitch Juggernaut.
Chris Evans, Human Torch. I mean, like I feel like that was a perfect way how to reintroduce his character again. That was pretty good.
That was so good.
Yeah, and just everything about it. The fact that it also celebrated like Logan, like like Wolverine.
It didn't
like,
ruin the
it really
ending.
did.
Like, people were
Yeah.
worried it was going to, and Deadpool even said, fuck the ending, but it didn't ruin it at all. Like, they didn't bring him back to life or anything. This is a different variant, so Logan, I mean, instead of resting in peace, he's resting in pieces, but still,
Right.
like,
Right.
it still did not ruin a thing, and this is how you should do a legacy movie. If you're gonna bring back Captain America or Iron Man, I mean, well, not now because Doctor Doom, fuck that. But I do think that if you bring it in a character like a dead character back to life, this is how you do it. Like, just take notes from Deadpool and Wolverine. That's how you do
bring him back just to kill him again?
No, not really.
Not really.
I mean, if
That's what they did to Human Torch. They brought him back just to kill him.
But like, hey,
yeah, but he wasn't as popular as
liner,
Jackman's Wolverine, so.
Nah. Chris Evans, like he died with respect because that line that he did about the main villain was perfect.
That was so funny.
That was so funny, honestly. And Chris Evans, he deserves a nomination just for that. Like,
Yeah.
that was perfect.
And,
I don't know how he memorized that all the way through, but Buddy killed it.
yeah.
I feel like he ad-libbed some of that.
And despite the dog shit down here, I've seen the movie 3 times now, and the Fox tribute kind of gets me a little teary-eyed. Like, the tribute they had at the end, especially with Good Riddance playing in the background, I just think that was good, because this was before the MCU was a thing. This was like... This walked so the MCU could run, and... Like, it was just, like, years, like, 24 years, almost a quarter of a century of films, and Jackman's performance as Wolverine, and just seeing it all end, and in a satisfying way, too, and they knew this movie was going to be good, and...
Didn't Feige work on the first X-Men movie?
He worked on all of these.
Yeah, so this was, like kind of serendipitous, kind of poetic. Like, it was like,
Yeah.
let's do this. Let's pay homage to what got us here.
Let's end it off
There
with a
would be
bang.
no MCU without X-Men.
Exactly, and this was the No Way Home for the Fox X-Men, except it was a mixture between Endgame and No Way Home, because it's the finale, but also it's multiversal fun time, and I think it does it very well. And I can't wait to see more of this. If they want to make a sequel to this, or like if they're in Secret Wars or anything, I'm down. That's the only thing Marvel related, unless they make a Hulk movie or Spider-Man 4. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing these two again.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was all poetic justice, my brothers.
Yep.
Remember that.
So I guess with that, oh shit, hold on. Hold on. Shit. Oh, god damn it. That is
Oh, God.
wrong.
I'm surprised nothing got C tier. Yeah. I mean, the only thing that's better than... I would say one thing about it with X-Men Origins Wolverine, the only thing that was better than the movie itself was the video game. The Uncaged edition on PS3.
Oh, I did hear the video game is good.
It was surprisingly, it was actually a really good movie game. It was actually pretty good.
It's usually the reverse.
Yeah,
The game is ass.
I actually heard that game is good.
The movie was so ass that the ass game is better.
It was definitely better. Like, I actually platinumed that game on PlayStation. So I played it for like, I could tell you every single part. I beat the game multiple times, and like, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I guess with that, I guess we're done. So, I'm actually happy with the list. I don't know about y'all.
Yeah.
I had a good time.
Yeah, it's solid. It's solid.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to this, and I just want to say...
Nothing in C tier.
I love how
Nothing
this is
in C
basically
tier.
the division between, like, you can tell which movies are good and which are bad. This is like the divider. So I'm keeping this on. So I guess with that, thank you guys for watching, for supporting me and all that. We made it to 20 episodes. I don't know how the fuck we did it, but we did it. thanks to all who showed up. Thank you, Tasha, for keeping an eye on chat while we were just geeking out about bullshit. And thank you, Spinza, Daniel, Camdog, whoever else showed up. Thank you for 10 likes. And yeah, it was fun. And I guess I just want to reiterate what I said about just about my final stream is coming up, and I will talk more about this when it actually does happen on the 22nd. All these guys are going to be there, by the way. First of all,
not the final stream.
Don't
do it.
I have thought about this for a while, and I originally was going to end the podcast after this episode. I've decided I'm going to continue it. And
let's go.
Hopefully we're going to go up to episode 100. Maybe there's going to be more guests on there. I don't know. Maybe it'll just be the four of us. Maybe Tasha will come back. Maybe we'll redo the Mario Kart tracks again. Maybe it'll be characters this time. Who knows? For episode 30, I don't know. Do you want to do Jackbox Games ranked? Or the MCU, DC?
Yeah. About the Jackbox. About the Jackbox Games ranked, because like I definitely want to be part of it, at least like all the games that we definitely love and also hate. Yeah, Trivia Murder Party is definitely getting the Don't Do It Anakin rank. I'm just gonna say it right now. Yeah. But all jokes aside though, like I mean, I would love to like see and play all the Jackbox games through and through, just to go see like what deserves a bad tier and what deserves a good tier. Because I know there's some that I definitely want to go check out that I've never played before, but I know because due to streaming reasons that it's definitely not possible.
I mean, at one point I did do all of them.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were a part of that, but I did run through all of them. So
yeah,
I'm good to go for that.
So yeah, that will definitely be.
I want to see what. Yeah. I want to see what Push the Button was like. I want to see what what was the other game I really want to go try out?
Zeppel-Dome.
Zeppel-Dome. Yes, I want to go play that game so bad.
So, again, yeah, episode 30 will be that. 40 might be DC, and then 50. The big 50 will be the MCU for sure. We're definitely down. I don't care how far into the MCU we're doing. I was originally going to do it if things went well and we were doing this consistently every week. We would have been on episode 50, like, actually probably right now, actually. But shit had to happen. Life got in the way. So, we're here now. So, but it'll come soon. And hopefully I'll get some very special guests on there too. The Mario Party series is still going on. We got a couple of recordings happening in a couple weeks. And right after this, I'm going to be editing the next one. I think Jay's actually part of it.
Yes, sir. I am. It's time to bring back Wario.
Actually, no. Yours is the next one is Coops. Then it's you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Both of them were fun.
Yeah.
I guess.
I gotta go, guys. It's kind of getting late.
Yeah.
See you, Jake. Thanks for stopping by, man.
All right, later, Jake. Good to have you.
Wow, it ended right when he left. So, I don't need music for the rest of this. I guess in terms of streaming, like, as I saw Spencer say he was doing good. I want to continue, and maybe down the line I will, but just right now with like shit happening with a future opportunity for a career that I'm very interested in, that probably won't happen because I have morning and night classes Monday through I think Friday, and the weekends I want to spend time with family. Like I got D&D with friends I got to do, amongst other things. So I want to continue. It's just I can't. Maybe eventually I could come back, but I'm gonna say this right now. There's only 5 streams left I'm doing and most of them are, if not all, are Mario Kart. So get in while you can. I'm gonna be doing two maybe three more Mario Kart reviewers, one more Mario Party, and then the big finale, which is the final stream, which is a Mario Party tournament that I made, and Mario Kart 8 right afterwards. That'll run until probably actually around this time, which is 1:35 in the morning. But yeah, I hope to see you all there. Yeah, so that's basically it. And thank you again, Berg and Jay Gooden, for stopping by and also supporting me for all this time. Very much appreciate it.
We love you, Jose. We don't want you to go.
I appreciate it.
I already told you what you should do.
Yeah.
I guess to reiterate, while you're trying to figure out what you're doing, obviously there's going to be gaps. Like, if you're comfortable with doing a stream on a Wednesday when you don't got shit to do, like, just do it. You don't gotta stop completely. But hearing that you still want to continue the podcast means that you're probably gonna find time to do the shit. So you'll have your final stream for your little mini hiatus, then you'll come back.
Mm-hmm. That's what it is.
Yeah, and also I will have more time to edit and all that, and maybe after the Mario Party series is done, I might have a little more time, and all I have left to do is just the podcast edits. That's it. But I don't know. Just with everything going on right now, I can't really find more time. Again, maybe it'll happen, but
maybe you should switch the podcast to all live. This way, you don't have to edit anything.
True.
I could, yeah, maybe I could do that.
That might be helpful for you.
Yeah. I feel like a live showing of a live audience will definitely it will potentially also boost viewership and even more of a subscriber count plus a like count for algorithms.
Yeah, because this actually was kind of fun because I did interact with chat a little bit and they had their thoughts about this stuff. I could probably do that.
Yeah.
It'll take a load off of you, and there's pros to the shit. More pros
definitely.
than cons, I believe.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about like the editing and like going into whatever program that you use, if it's After Effects or whatever Premiere. Like I know this programs really well because I also edit. I know how to edit and whatnot, but I definitely know what you have to go through for that. So like, you don't have to necessarily kill your back on like hours upon hours of like getting everything in peak unless you really deal or trying to get like something that looks like fantastic and perfect on the first way through with releasing. But if you can just do it live, because we have fun on this live chat, everyone's having fun here. Like chat's having fun, if you want to go take it that far with that or just like that route, I really feel like you should probably consider like doing like live streaming when it comes to like podcasting. Yeah.
That is something I would probably do.
Yeah.
I'll consider it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's it. That's kind of all I got. I do want the next episode because we're gonna be talking the Sonic 3 and Minecraft trailer. Just for like a little sneak peek of the next episode. I do want Tasha involved because she's basically a Sonic, like the biggest Sonic fan I know, and I know she's got thoughts about that. So it'll be us.
Hey! Me and Burger right here. We love Sonic too.
Tasha's on a different level, bro.
Yeah.
I love Sonic, but she could probably name you every side character from the Archie comics. I'm like, you got it.
I can do that too. I love Tasha as well. I love Tasha. Like I'm right there with
my bad. I'm an inferior Sonic fan. My bad.
I'm right there with her. Trust me.
You guys
I had to suffer through Adventures of Sonic Hedgehog. I watched Sonic Extreme.
Venus.
you guys put Sonic
I
on
read
S
the
tier.
Archie
She puts
comics.
Sonic on
I'm
actual
right there with her.
masterpiece.
Trust me.
Oh yeah, you're gonna hit Pingus a lot during that fucking pug.
Pringles.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, it'll be us four plus Tasha. We're also Jake and I are gonna be reviewing the first two Sonic movies because we're gonna watch the second one probably tomorrow. But actually no, D&D.
Man, you needed to watch that shit yesterday. You fucking. Actually, no, because I don't like the humans.
I was actually waiting for a friend of mine, but that's besides the point.
You watch the movie with me? Yeah, we'll watch it. We still haven't watched the movie yet. Yeah, I know, but watch it. All right, it's been 6 months. Like,
it's a bit
what's
complicated.
good?
But, yeah, that is how it goes. Actually, we haven't talked in a year. But yeah, that's about it. I'm not gonna keep you guys on for that much longer.
Yeah.
We got to record Monday. I guess we'll see you guys Tuesday for the next Mario Kart with viewers. So hope to see you guys then.
All right. Well, guys, if you like what you see or like what you watched, pretty much the same thing. But you get what we're saying. Like seeing the content more, and watching and staying through the whole entire episode, or where it's a live stream or just like an edited video. Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. Make sure it's grayed out for my boy Joe C. You want to go support the Joe C channel and the Costanza podcasts and reviews. All right. Check them out and like and subscribe today. And don't forget to ring that bell for updates and notifications for more episodes and streams in the future. For everything Joe C.
This motherfucker is spitting.
I appreciate that. Yeah. I couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys later.
All right. Peace out. Yo.
Bye.
Don't do that again.
Go.
You're my brother.
You're my brother.